happened on our last little excursion with Stray Embers. I don't have the music ready. Fucked up.
There was a dream thought,
Um,
and Zaddy was there.
sure. After a brief discussion with Sir Reynolds about various ongoings with the royals and the Ruby Kingdom, the group finally set off on their way to Bastion with the help of their friendly neighborhood harbormen. They went to one of the 4 gates of Bastion. I forget which one they went to first. It's not really important.
It was the most west one.
I believe you went.
And-
Yeah, first you went to Windwall, and then you went to Seawall, I believe.
Yeah, we went to Windwall and were unfortunately denied entry because we didn't have quite the right paperwork to get us in there. And then after a whole debacle and some disguised selves and some bimbos, we made our way to Seawall, where
Excuse
All
you,
the-
twin bimbos.
Alia was able to get us in with her rogue contacts, allowing the crew to enter the country of Bastion. They then hopped aboard a train that led them to the city, the main city, the capital, as it were, where they did some little things around the town before meeting up at a local tavern where they, well, first and foremost, before that happened, they branded Jack, who happened to be passing through at the circus, and Maul went off to spend some time with him, while the rest of the group went into the tavern, where they found the person they were there to look for, a lovely Air Genasi named Sky, who got shortly reacquainted with her sister via Sending Stones, and through some crazy mishap, the group found yet another group that was taking interest in the pyres. They found out that there was another system of pyres off to the east. They found out that they didn't really want the pyres lit, and they formed somewhat of an alliance of sorts. And then people went to bed, and there was a dream sequence between Gareth and Ashley, followed by Zarius and Ashley, and then that's where we ended.
That is
Dream
indeed
thought.
where we ended. Those dreams were had, but I
Dream
believe
thought.
there are other dreams that were about to happen.
Yes. I've never used dream before on him. I hope he doesn't stab me.
Now, is that what you wish to do?
Yes.
You do indeed focus in on your dream as you customarily do. And as your vision begins to pass, you do find yourself in what seems to be a small wooded area. You recognize this woods.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Oh. Rumbles. If it's the one I know, is there like a lake?
Not here, but you know which way it is.
I head to the lake.
You make your way over a fallen tree branch and root, making your way through a few layers of brush and bushes before you do find yourself at the open, wide clearing of the lake. It's not a huge lake, but it's very rounded at this area with a small little beach, and it kind of winds its way in a semicircular form off to the northwest of this particular location. Actually, to the southwest.
Is he down here by the lake?
You do see perched with his back upon a large stone, a version of him that seems quite nostalgic to you, leaning against it, seeming to read a book.
I'm gonna fly up to him as a bird and just land on his shoulder.
Ah!
I'll sit there.
Just on him.
Blink, yes.
He kind of like tries to get you to like hop over to the stone behind him.
I do so.
He kind of like observes you for a few minutes and then like taking in the various plumage of your bird form, before he resigns himself to looking back at his book.
So he's looking away now?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then I go back to me and I'm just like, what you doing? What's your thing?
Ah, when did you get here?
I was just here. Bird. Points. Rock. Hi.
How is that possible?
Oh, you know, this magic.
Who are you? You seem familiar.
Oh no. He's so innocent. You know me. Maybe not yet, but you know me.
And what are you doing here?
I'm checking up on you.
For what?
I just like to see how you're doing.
Kind of creepy, but okay.
Is it creepy for worrying?
I mean, who are you?
It's... You know, but you don't know. Don't worry about it.
Right then. And you go? I'm busy right now.
Busy doing what?
He holds up his book.
What's the book about?
He gives you a short description, noting that it is about, like a rule setting where a person who has come back from a large adventure is, spending their time reacquainting themselves with the territory. Okay, it's like a slice of life.
Oh. I've been on away on a grand adventure. I'm back. What do? Well. God, I don't want to expose that this is a spell, because that's no fun. Sure, it sure is pretty around here. It'd be prettier at night.
It is getting close to night.
Nah, I just make it night.
Oh, you make it night?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to react at all, to the change and says, I mean, yeah, it's nice to be out here. It's good to get away. He looks down to his book and realizes he can't read, so he puts a hand in his pocket and produces a candle, which he sticks in the mud near where he's sitting and begins to light it.
I offer him a light with it. I do like the classy thing because I have produced flame. I do it with my pinky. I'm gonna be classy pinky light.
No magic.
I was just a bird, yes.
It's all very confusing.
Not really. Once you learn it, you learn it. And sometimes you're gifted with it, so... He's just gonna kinda hang out and spend time with him. He has nothing really to talk about, he just wanted to check up on him.
He tries to shoo you away every once in a while, saying that it's odd for a stranger to hang around like this, but he lets you do your thing since you don't seem to be threatening, and reads his book by the candlelight.
It's gonna start like poking him in the head. Also, Ori.
How do you know my name?
Because you're dumb.
It's very rude, sir.
Yeah, you don't know me as sir.
He blows out the candle and picks it up, kind of like dripping some of the wax onto the ground and cleaning it with a handkerchief.
God, how do you even tell somebody that something's a spell? I was like, Ashley got it because she knows the spell. He doesn't, though.
Just tell him, forehead.
Just tell him, forehead. By the by, Ori, this is a spell. I actually came to check up on you. I just want to know how you're doing.
Said you're a spellcaster enough. What spell is it?
Dream?
You mean dream?
We poof out of here and we're just kinda in the study back at the manor.
Where is this? What's happening?
Good. I don't know how to work. You're making this dream really weird.
This is all you. I'm not doing any of this.
I don't know how to make somebody understand that it's a spell.
Tell them they're dreaming.
I mean, I thought that was implied by, hey, this is a spell called dream.
In the same,
No.
it's a spell called dream for you. It's a dream for them, and they don't know they're in a dream. It's reality to
I
them.
literally said it's a dream.
No, you said you
It was
used
a
the
spell
spell
dream.
dream.
You know how I said it was a spell called dream? That would imply this is a dream.
Dreaming?
Yeah.
And who are you?
Forever.
Who? He seems
Orba?
confused.
It is me. I put my hands on his cheeks. It is me. You know me.
He tries to, like, he seems a little panicked, like, grabs your hand that he puts to his cheek and, like, pushes it away, but before he lets go of it, you feel his, like, grip loosen, and there's just, like, a wave of understanding that goes over his eyes, and then he just, lets go of you gently.
Oh, there you go.
What's happening?
I just want to check up on you.
Didn't recognize you at first. You seemed familiar, but I didn't know.
That's just how the dream was. We can go back to the lake now. Nostalgic place, isn't it?
I guess. Just think about it a lot.
It was always my favorite.
He kind of gives you a grin before pushing it away.
Like I said, though, I just wanted to come to check up on how you were doing.
Just by going in my head?
I mean, I only have so many sendings. Which, to be fair, that's also in your head.
It's a little different.
A little. I mean, we also did just fight like a bunch of glooms a few days ago, and I'll make like the glooms like kind of just like appear in the lake like that we fought.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're nasty looking.
He wipes his hand away and the vision fades.
Bastion's pretty though.
That's
And
good.
then I'll make it so that we're in Bastion, just kind of like walking in the streets with all the people.
Yeah, the houses all around begin to erect themselves like brick by brick, real slow Inception style before they all exist, and there's people wandering around. You do note that every one of the people that you find, all of the men and women are people that you have met throughout your adventure, ever since leaving Ori's little estate. And like if you think on them, you recall them. Some of them are at various taverns. Some of them are in the
Dublin,
circus.
I punch him in the face.
You do not see him, but it seems that this is part of your recreation from your own memory.
See, it's really pretty.
Seen it in books a lot.
Come walk with me.
He goes to walk with you.
Reaches for his hand. Oh, hold hands. Come walk with me.
You take his hand and he kind of like fidgets a moment, but then just settles into it.
And then just kind of walks around like, hey, is there anywhere you ever wanted to go?
I don't know. Just kind of wanted to stay in one place, honestly.
I understand that. And then I'm taking you on a tour really quick of all of my fun stuff. We're just gonna like boop around all the fun places we've been, like just like quest style. So it's like we're going Pyres, we're going Bastion, going to Holy Empire Capital, going to Underground Kingdom, going to the Moon. What a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of just chatting and stuff like that. That's really it. Again, this was just to check up on him.
Mm-hmm. Do you do anything else?
Last chance. Do you want anything from Bastion? I got you books. Is there
That's
anything
fine.
like else you want?
Not really.
You sure?
He
sure?
says yes.
Okay. Okay, do you want me to leave? Like, I can stay?
I don't know how this
I can
works.
also go. I mean, it's up to you. It's your dream. Do you want me to go?
Don't know.
I can stay and just hang. Okay. Well,
What am I supposed to do?
you can make anything you want to happen in here.
Yes, but
If you want to stab me, you could stab me. If you want to have a great party, you could have a great party. You can do anything you want.
what do you
Your
do?
silence is a little unnerving. Don't actually take up the stab offer, please. I don't like that.
Okay.
Oh, he just makes the dream happen to whatever he feels like happening, and then when it's over, it's over.
So are you just like creeping around while his dream continues?
No, just like kind of because I don't know if he can like change anything or like do whatever, because I know Ashley was able to because she could lucid dream. But I don't think Ori can, so I'll just change it to however he wants it at the time.
He asked to go back to the lake.
Okay. We back. Alright, that's it then.
Yeah, you leave the dream?
If he wants me to, if he wants me to stick around, then I'll hang out. If he doesn't
This
want
is
me
on
to,
you, this is not on him.
He's not giving me any answers, so I leave.
Alright, you take your steps away.
You're being difficult. If you want me to stay, you can just ask me to stay. Gosh!
He doesn't know how to control dreams, you do. But you take your steps away, and lose your focus on the dream. You see him, seeming to stand out and look out, over the lake, when you last catch a glimpse of him. Otherwise, you awaken.
Difficult fucking kid.
You invaded
Make
his
up your
literal
goddamn
dream.
mind. Yeah, we do that all the time.
Mages do.
Get used to it, bitch. Good morning, world, and all who inhabit it.
You have awoken in the morning. You are in Bastion. You are at a tavern. Is there anything that you are going to be doing at this tavern? What is your agenda for the day? They're not necessarily here, but they are in the same area, so they can come visit you if you believe you would have requested it.
What are we doing? Wasn't one of them supposed to take us somewhere?
Well, yeah. Eventually, yeah. One of them's gonna take us to. I think it was. I'm pretty sure he's taking us to Hestia Academy because he knows people there, but I forget if he also had things at the Magister's office. I forget.
If you could call upon, or if you wanted to call upon them, they could show up and discuss anything you need to know.
That was already established because
Mhm.
I think one of these guys has teleportation circle. One of these two has it because they're supposed to like trade off for a teleportation or eventually.
We're trading, yeah. We're trading.
There's like a trade going on at some point, but
We're trading Pokemon cards, but it's circles.
before that though, I gotta go knock on Corva's door. Knock, knock, knock.
What? Hi, good morning.
Hello? I'm here for the ring.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Thank you. I'm just kind of slides up. Also, oh wait, before I got to the room, I wanted to cast a spell.
That's the thing you
actually.
can do.
Yeah, you gonna enhance ability, you bitch?
Yes, I'm gonna enhance ability for
yes.
wisdom. Also, while I have you here, do you mind if I ask you a few things?
Yeah, sure, what?
Can I come in?
I mean, I guess.
Alright. So last night, as you know, I had a conversation with Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
That's all taken out, but she did, raise up some interesting information. What's this I hear about you dropping something in the throne room of Avalon?
Oh, yeah. When Shade had his little freak out, one of my, I'm forgetting the name of them, 1 second. What are they called? One of my hearthstones fell out of my pocket. And it made a ruckus.
Insight check.
I am going to guidance my deception check.
Are you hiding that?
I am. That is a 30.
No, I mean, are you hiding the guidance?
Oh. No, 27. Actually, no, I'll just take the 27. I won't do it then.
Okay. Real close.
Real close.
Just a Hearthstone.
Yeah, I bought multiple of them and I was gonna give one to Ori just in case. And one of them fell out of my pocket.
If you're sure.
Yeah. Those guards got real up on me, so I didn't think to go back and pick it up.
Where did you come across a nut? So you're saying you have more than just the one?
Yeah, I bought another. But then I left it there because, you know, those guards scared the piss out of me, so I was like, fuck no, I'm not going back for it.
Well, I guess if that's true, I guess I can reconfirm with Ashley to see if they found one there.
They did great. I'd like it back if they found it.
Well, I mean, I have to turn up somewhere. Suppose I can ask her that with one of these sendings. Alright. I guess we should get going then.
Okay. Hurry up and use the ring, I want back.
Oh, alright. Yes. I don't know
Little
if I
did you
can.
know it's a rock, not everyone's gonna turn in a rock because they just think it's a rock.
I mean, strange rock, and plus if she saw you do it and it'd still be there, I think she would have gone and picked it up herself.
I mean, she just saw it, so if I don't think she went back and said that she took it, so
I don't think there was anything to take actually IRL, but you know. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm gonna try to do like what I did when I was sending Jack all those times ago. But this time I'm gonna try to sending Disease.
And refresh me on who you're trying to send.
He's a person from Zarius's background. He provided funding, and the information I have on him is if funds run low, seek disease. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Put it in
Last
D&D if you have the spelling. Or plus.
In D&D, okay.
Yes.
And he was last seen among the Magisters. So I know he's somewhere around here, to the best of my knowledge. So I'm gonna try to sending him.
That is a thing you can certainly do. What are you sending?
Yo, what's up? Give me some muns.
Hello, Dazish. Been a while. I'm passing through Bastion currently. Do you have a moment to catch up? Have something I'd like to talk with you about.
I need muns too.
Yeah, there's a slight delay as you're after you send the sending, and you spend some time just like thinking about what you said before a reply comes back to you directly into your head. You're supposed to be dead.
Oh shit.
Boy ain't happy.
Are we supposed to? Is he a good person to meet with now?
Well,
What the fuck, Zaddy?
that's
Damn,
interesting.
Zaddy back at it again with the coming back from the dead.
That's interesting. Okay. Noted. And then I'm going to... Like, how much time has passed?
In that time, maybe like 6 minutes or so. Not too long.
That's interesting. I don't really know what to make of that information.
Make what information? I'm gonna come downstairs where everyone else is, or wherever the fuck they are.
I have no idea where they are, so I'm gonna say they're downstairs.
I pop out of nowhere. Essentially, yeah.
Oh, I was trying to find somebody that I knew here. Apparently, they think I'm also supposed to be dead.
Oh.
Well, are you supposed to be dead?
I suppose so, yes. I was... I guess, yes, I did have an attempted assassination on my former life. Guess he has... That's very strange.
I mean, when you know what they say, they always come to collect.
Well, I
Did
don't know where to find him,
Or
and I
come to
don't really, I don't really know if I should contact him again.
Well, considering I don't think, by the way you're saying it at least, I don't particularly think that he sounds approachable or trustworthy at the moment.
Probably not. Yes.
So maybe just not What were you contacting him for anyways?
I just wanted to, have a word with him. He knew about earlier, and he was, a benefactor. So I thought maybe he might have been able to help me with things, or perhaps give me some information of sorts. But apparently he was part of the coup, or at least knowed of the coup, which was information I did not have before.
Well, I guess there's something that good came out of contacting him. Is he going to be a problem?
I don't even know who he is. I'm going to be honest with you.
So
All I know
you
is
have a
he.
lot of problems.
All I know is that he was in here in Bastion. Maybe he might be near the Magister's office, so we might run into him there. I don't really know. Or he might be out looking for me, quite literally as we speak. Can't really say.
well,
Don't really know what kind of can of worms I've opened on this with this sending.
Well,
Oh.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get my other sending out of the way, and then I'll give this ring back to you.
Okay.
This sending's going to Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, talk to Corva. Apparently, he just dropped a hearthstone in the throne room. By chance, did you find it?
The reply comes fairly quickly after, and she says, I don't know about finding it. Don't really remember much. Didn't think it was that important back then.
I suppose you want ascending in this ring.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Yoink.
Alright. Well, what's on the agenda then? Magisters or the Academy first?
I'm fine with either personally. Also, Aldi, I don't think I ever asked. Why are you killing a person?
Because I was told to.
Oh, I just didn't know if there's like another reason.
Real
Like,
true
what
neutral hours right here.
What did he do anything?
He is no longer useful.
Ah, the good old "you're not useful anymore, fuck you, pal." I love those. Okay, just wanted to know.
You know, it's easier just to dispose of people. You don't want loose ends
Yeah, I understand.
if shit goes down.
Yeah, completely understand.
Why do you kill people?
My queen needs.
Are
Really?
they like cheating death or something? Or...
Different. It's different reasons for different people. Really? Some people are like a bit too powerful, so she's like, no, I'll knock them down a peg. They can come work for me. Some people, it's they cheated death. Other people, it's like, oh, they're more useful to her dead. It's a lot of different things.
Well, doesn't.
I am used to the assassination route, though.
Hey Gareth, were you ever a killer? You know, for a moment, like a part-time job.
You should see his tower.
Is this tower full of bodies?
Yes, actually.
Meanwhile, Garrett's over in the corner, just like loosening his collar real quick, just like, ooh, He's not actually doing that. I don't know what he's doing.
He's not actually saying anything.
Yeah.
And she just goes quiet after I say, yes, actually. Oh.
Myself, no. I mean, yes, I suppose I've killed people. Before that, could probably assume yes.
Anyways, if you need help with that, I got you. Oh, but otherwise, I'm fine going anywhere first. How about you guys?
Well, we probably should do the academy stuff first.
The what?
The academy?
I suppose we could do the academy first. Yes, I guess let's go meet up with the others. So they had some people there they can introduce us to.
Yes. Do you call over your good new friends?
Yes.
They drop.
Good's the word.
They drop by with their various greetings. Do you have anything to discuss with them, or do you want to get straight to business?
Right now, straight to business
Oh,
is fine.
jeez. Don't mind it. Oh god.
Straight to business seems fine right now. I don't really have any questions for them. Just
Yep.
kind of exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah. Zagad is the one who's, or Zaged rather, is the one who's acquainted with the academy, and he's willing to take you there if you choose. Viat says he has some things to do on his own, so he will head the same way and then part ways. You already notice in whatever brief talk about magic shit that you're talking about, Otto's like, wow, this is the most boring thing I've ever heard.
Wow. Otto's the one with the gun, right?
Yeah.
Otto's the gun.
Oh,
Otto's the one with the gun.
You see
That's the
him.
one I was trying to pick a fight with.
You see, like their general demeanor. One of them is a quite handsome half-orc. He has very long, luscious hair. He wields a staff, and he seems to have some innate magic powers. He doesn't seem to be wielding any sort of book or whatnot.
Your hair is great.
Why, thank you. Viat is a very fabulous-looking person as well. He has a nice purple cape, which contrasts with his blue skin and hair. He seems to have a mandolin at his side, so that gives you an idea of who he is. Otto looks quite brash. He's very tall, pretty buff. He could definitely take most people in a fight. He's missing an eye, has lots of scars all over his skin, and wields a gigantic gun on his back. It draws a lot of attention. Like, there's people who are coming in for, like, some early breakfast between, like, their early morning activities, but everyone's just like, man, look at that fucking gun. Whoa.
Self, I just realized that you had a nat 20 your insight.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Tinky. So, where'd you get the gun?
Made it myself, of course. Any good gunsmith knows what they're doing.
They call that good?
Could shoot something from about a kilometer out. If you don't think that's good, then you haven't seen a gun.
I mean, you can just fucking do that with a bow.
That's true. This takes a little prize once it hits, though, if you know what I mean. He gives it a cock and reveals what seems to be a quite thick pointed bullet that goes into the end. It's not similar to the musket balls that you're used to seeing loaded into the more rudimentary guns that you've probably seen in your times.
You can still fucking just use an arrow. I don't understand men.
Ollie is so triggered right now. Just use a fucking arrow, idiot! God!
You leave smoke, it leaves a trace, you're gonna get caught as an assassin.
Wow. So how about that school?
I can lead you there.
Yeah, let's go.
So with that, they discuss on their own. Otto seems to be heading off into the market for the day, while the others are going to accompany you. I tried to open up the beautiful map that I had, but it got deleted. So this is all you get. Enjoy. It's just a blank map of the school. Hooray. However, you do head into the school. It is quite a lively academy. You do see as you wander about the city, you go through the very tight, narrow streets here. There seems to be no cart traffic as it's passing through. It seems to be deviated out of town to make sure that it's not crunching over the cobblestones all day. Nevertheless, when you reach this particular area, it seems to be on the north end of town. There's a very large building off to the east of your location. It's this sprawling set of various towers and stuff. You passed what seemed to be either a temple or some other political building, as well as a castle before you ended up in what seems to be a magically erected series of buildings that seem to be filling a small park area. It's quite green on the outside, but coming in, it seems to have a very advanced architecture. Lots of students of various ages and peoples running about. It seems to be quite a lively establishment.
Wow, so where'd they get the name from? It's pretty weird.
It was from a hero back in the time of the Moon's Cry. He seemed to have been very good at keeping the country safe in those times of need.
This is
Didn't,
Hester, right?
Yes.
Didn't, like, I don't know, blood pour down from the sky and gloom come? Like,
If the legends are to be believed, it is how the Zarin got to where it is this day. Also where the gloom came from.
uh-huh. Okay.
Isn't that also where the Eidolons came from?
Another of the legends. It's of course one that I believe. The Eidolons seem to affect us in everyday life. It's hard not to believe.
Yeah, they do.
I wouldn't mind getting some advice from people like that in our own endeavors.
From the Eidolons?
No, the people that helped to. You spoke of this academy as from some adventurer from the past.
Yes. Of course, they aren't around anymore. There are rumors that say that her spirit lives on to the far north as a firebird.
What about the other ones?
I don't know much about them. I never really researched. I don't even know much about the Estasevglin in particular. I just know that she's well famed around these parts. I myself am not from here.
Yeah, all I was saying is it'd be nice to get some advice from the people that helped to deal with that situation,
Man,
considering we're almost in a similar situation. Too bad they're all gone though.
I suppose. I think our situation's a little different. In the investigation that I've had with these pyres, they seem to be more man-made. Whatever diabolical creation they are, I can only assume that the ones that you've seen are very similar and will come to the same conclusion.
Well, yes, but they are still giant events that did rock a huge portion of the world, and really any advice can be good advice if you ask the right questions of the right people.
Suppose.
Also, can I just say that the architecture in Bastion is so weird? I went to the temples earlier, and they have this tree, and there's just this arrow sitting in the tree. Like, they just left it there. Why would you just leave it there?
Another legendary relic, I believe.
What is up with
An
people?
arrow in a tree?
What is?
That's just... Take it out of the tree, at least. Like, come on.
Did anyone ask how the tree felt?
I don't know about any of that. I'm not
Right.
real proficient in the druidic arts.
It's just so tacky. Like, why would you leave the arrow in the tree? It's like, it's just... Take it out of the tree.
I'm not one for the city life much. The country of Bastion is very well-to-do, I suppose. I'm still getting used to it, even though I've been here for maybe 5 years.
Where were you beforehand?
The Caledonia Highlands. Most people aren't aware of it.
I am apparently most people.
I've heard of it.
I don't say that out loud. I just say it in my head.
I mean, you're welcome to do a history check, however.
Okay, do a history check.
If anyone wants to.
I'm a guidance it. Oh, that's a 19.
Anybody else?
28.
I hate you.
12.
Yeah, you all are aware of the Caledonian Highlands, to some degree or more. Obviously Gareth being the most. It is a location south of Bastion, southeast of the Ruby Kingdoms, and it is a largely uninhabited space. It used to be filled with bustling kingdoms back in the day, rumored to be in a state of war for a very long time. However, it did not end well after the Moon's Cry.
Get fucked.
Oh.
They got fucked. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just suss it. I don't know. Anybody over there?
What shall you do?
Are we at the school?
You are indeed.
What are we doing here again?
We're here to meet with a Professor Julian Myers about one of Vale's students, Miss Kissinger.
Ah, Kissy girl. Yeah, let's find Julian.
Yeah. Give a rundown, like from your player perspective, what you guys are doing. Why were you looking for these people, if you know?
Because Vale Academy lost
A
correspondence with Karina Kissinger,
student.
so
Kissy girl.
Headmaster Argentum sent us here to find her since she was apparently at Hesta Academy and he gave us Julian Myers as the person to contact when we got there.
Yep. And to that, Ziggurat kind of like nods and says, I don't know about this Kissinger, but I do know the other. I can go fetch her for you if you'd like.
Yes, please.
He goes to chat to a few people in the hall, leaving you guys to your own devices. Is there anything that you'd like to do while you're at the academy?
Is there any like neat relics?
Not really relics, but just a variety of like magical goods. You do note that similar to books you've read on quartz, they have various forms of electric lamps all over the place. You do see that there seem to be unseen servants that are moving about. They seem to have these little like you know how bike lanes work, where it's like don't step in here. It's kind of like that. You'll see like a bucket and a mop go along every once in a while, or some food being carried around seemingly by the air. It's very quirky is the best way to put it.
Do they have like a Tome of the Pact Keeper +3 on display or something?
No.
Shit.
There are a variety of just like interesting locales. You see there's several places for lessons to be done. There's a large banquet hall that seems to serve all of the variety of students. There's also a small garden nearby as well as a library. There are multiple floors also to the building, but you only have access to the first floor at the moment.
I doubt we can get into the library.
I mean, you could ask. However, after a few moments, you do see Ziggurat come back with a almost middle-aged woman. She's probably in her mid-40s. She has rounded glasses and brown hair, and approaches in what kind of looks like a scientist's that works, you fucking jacket. That's the word. And she approaches. Lab coat. That's the actual word. She approaches and gives a nod and a wave. And says, "Yes, I'm Miss Myers. How can I be of service to you?"
Hello, Miss Myers. We are here on business from Headmaster Argentum of Vale Academy.
That's certainly a name I haven't heard in some time.
We're here.
Apparently, they've lost contact with one of their students that was studying over here, a Miss Karina Kissinger. We were asked to investigate if she's okay.
Yes, she was here for some time. I believe it was half a year ago or so. She is, since then, left. I do know that she was heading west. This is all I can really remember. We have not checked up on her in some time. However, she was a proficient tenure at our academy, so I assume she would be all right.
That's all the information you have. They just went west, but they were here up to 6 months ago.
I do know that her objective was to head to Andalaria and perhaps down to Feralis for research.
Interesting.
What was she researching?
Various dragons that exist out in the Feralis region, and they are poorly documented beyond libraries that are far away in the Holy Empire, and they are quite strict about their guidelines. We tend to operate outside of those, to put it bluntly, and we wanted to collect our own research. We've sent several people, several groups of researchers down there, and she was in the latest one. She gathered all the money for herself to make sure that she could make the trip appropriately, and presumably she has a camp out there, perhaps conducting the research still.
Yes, they've tried sending her a few times, and they're going through, but for some reason she's just not responding, so that's more or less why we're here.
It's curious indeed. We tried to give our researchers here independence. It is part of our hereditary being as this individual, or as this university. We want to make sure that everyone has the ability to research on their own terms, but it is strange. Strange that no sendings are, even if they're going through, they're not being responded to. It's not necessarily what we would expect.
This also isn't really the first case we've had with them and their students. There was another one that I'm more well acquainted with who seemed to, by his words, respond to the sendings, but the sendings just aren't being received on the other end.
It's not too strange. The sendings are likely going through, but as you know, some people choose not to reply, and...
Well, no. he was responding to the sendings that they sent him, but those sendings weren't getting back to them.
An interesting case. I'm not sure what to make of it, but it is interesting to have this presented.
I guess that made this relatively easy. She's just not here, then.
Not at the moment, no. We can certainly contact you if there's, anything, if she does return in the near future.
Can I insight check her?
Yes.
You know, just for funsies. Like, why not?
Fuck it, I'll insight.
Oh, guidance. Let me roll that d4 for you, pal.
Did it.
25.
You both come to the same conclusion that she seems to be telling the truth. If it's lying, it's like by omission, because she probably just doesn't know. So, you're like, you get a hunch that, like, something weird's going on. You aren't sure what's going on, but she's also not sure what's going on.
That was an easy quest, I guess.
You could even call it a quest.
Ooh.
I don't suppose you want to use that sending in the ring to let him know. Well, we can just save that for tomorrow, I suppose.
I'll just contact him tomorrow, it's fine.
I mean, I guess our business here is done. Unless there's anything else we wanted to do while we're here.
Can I see your enchanter?
You could certainly show our enchanter. Of course, it's for profit, but they are available.
Yeah.
Is
Also, which of the three would I have gone to for the trading of the teleportation circles?
Probably Zigrid, because he's aware of it. It seems to be like he seems to be aware of the teleportation circle here. But he pointed to Otto for the one who is actually doing the teleporting.
Otto has the teleportation circles. The gunslinger has the teleportation circle spell.
He's a bit shy about it, but he can explain later. I can call him over if we need him here.
Is he scared that he's a caster?
You know, I've seen people try to compensate for their masculinity, but to hide your caster and just use a gun?
I mean, I guess while we're here, and Corvus taking care of some business, I wouldn't mind just getting that out of the way.
Yes, for Corva, you head to their enchanter. What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to see if they could, because I'm whoring out for my +3 tome. If it's just even something that they could do.
Yeah, for a +3 tome, they think that's far out of their capacity here.
It's far out of everyone's capacity, apparently.
Yeah, they essentially give you that spiel, which is essentially like you're trying to create an incredibly powerful magical item. There's not a whole lot of people that can actually do that. So good luck, essentially.
Well, neither of the magic schools can do it. Okay. Out we go. I don't know. I gotta find it then. Shit.
Did we ever try asking around the black market?
I don't think the black market.
You went to the black market here.
But I think she means
But you
like
didn't-
asking for
You didn't ask about Karina.
No, I mean a +3 tome.
Oh, +3 tome. No, you didn't do that.
I think my gods are gonna have to do the +3 tome, honestly. But they're in the we don't want to speak to him phase right now, apparently.
What did you do?
They just don't fucking reply to any of my prayers ever.
What do you mean? The balance responds to me all the
Yeah!
The benefit of
Alia
having
doesn't
one god.
when Alia doesn't understand cleric problems.
First level
I
cleric
have
problems.
to make them talk to me.
First level cleric problems.
I mean, even the Raven Queen doesn't like to answer my prayers.
She answers your
And
prayers quite frequently.
I can go see her in person and she still doesn't know she don't answer them. No, she don't.
I mean, she'll talk to you. Just won't answer every question you have.
God's pretty please. I've asked you multiple times to make my book a +3. I love you guys.
That being said, do you have any other business with the enchanters?
No.
Very well. Zagred calls over, Otto, and he does indeed show up in his, gruff as usual way, smoking a cigar, which he's told to put out. He, asks you guys what you needed.
You're a caster?
I was informed that you had knowledge of teleportation circles,
Yeah, a little bit.
and you would have been interested in possibly trading some certain ones that I have for possibly a circle here in Bastion.
Zagred thinks it's a good idea, and we'll do what we have to do.
You're a caster?
No, I don't know anything about that malarkey.
Then how...
I just pat Corva on the shoulder and be like, let him have his moment.
Let's just say I have my ways.
What does that even mean?
Let the big Dumbo just have his moment.
So where exactly is the teleportation circle that we would be given access to?
They lead you off to one of the gardens on the west side of the building, and very similar to Vale Academy, there is a very large teleportation circle on the ground that you can copy for yourself.
Alright, and I'll just take out a piece of paper, and in exchange, here's the one to Dublin Lannister's basement, as you requested.
I forgot that's what we were giving them.
Yeah, they wanted to go find Dublin's.
Be careful, by the way. Last time we were in his basement, there was kind of a portal opening up that had, like, tentacles coming out of it. I had to pray to one of my gods to close it.
Sounds kind of fun.
He also might not be there. It has been quite a while, but it would be the best place to start if you're looking for leads on him.
Suppose that's true.
It's right to the basement of his manor.
Just, like I said, be careful for the tentacle portal if that opened up again for some reason.
Also, here, you're also going to need this one for future contact with us, if it's okay, Corva. Give him the one to...
I don't know about that one.
Well, how are we gonna...
Give him the one to the capital.
To the capital? I don't think I can give that one away. That one I don't know if I can give that away.
You do know that the one in the Ruby Kingdoms is a public one, so that's the one you've been using there.
It is, but it does cost them money to use it.
Can we just tell them it costs them money?
Well, I mean, I suppose if you want one to the capital of the Ruby Kingdom, it does cost a bit of fare if you want that one as well.
Fair schmear, we have more gold than we know what to do with half the time.
You can feel free to give to us.
We don't have that much.
Also, I don't trust them that much. We just met them.
I mean, fan. I was just asking.
It's okay. I love you.
From there, when we eventually meet up for anything, just make your way south of the capital to a little town called Astris.
Astris, good enough.
Just look for the giant man on the hill. You'll find the place.
Did you just call my town small?
I mean, it's relatively small.
It is kind of...
compared to the capital, yes, it's relatively small.
Don't talk about my town size. It makes me self-conscious.
But Corva, it's a town and not a city.
It makes me self-conscious.
I mean, at least it's not a hamlet.
I'm working on it, okay?
Hester, so this is the Hester Academy sigil, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have it written down. I suppose it takes care of all the business here. I guess to the Magisters then.
I mean, we do have to find this dude that I need to...
Can we get milkshakes along the way? Like, on the way to the Magisters?
Is that on the way?
Is it on the way?
What even is a milkshake?
You'll see. It's good. It was good.
It's
Did I
good.
miss
It's good.
Is
It
on the
was
way? It
good.
was on the way. Is it on the way?
You can probably find an establishment on the way.
Ah, shit. I get us milkshakes.
If that's the case, 2 gold per milkshake, and you get a delicious beverage that is a concoction of ice cream and milk.
I give everyone a milkshake.
Alia tries and fails to drink it slowly to savor it.
You get brain freeze. It's quite painful.
It's just, I suddenly have a resting bitch face. It's like,
To the Magisters.
That is the thing you can do. You guys, would you like to go with the Bastion group as well?
They can come along, sure.
They do so. Viat rejoins you at some point, and you guys head to the Magisters. It is that very tall complex that you had seen a little bit to the east of the Academy itself. When you arrive, they try to check your various identifications and whatnot. But at some point, Otto gets kind of angry, gets into an argument with them, and eventually they let you pass through the gateway.
Nice. Also,
Okay.
Viat. Wait, which one is the air genasi?
Viat.
That's Viat.
Viat. So, are you in Sky? Like, you know,
All we
think they-
kind
want.
of friendly with her.
I don't think
Kinda
that
friendly
they
with
really
her.
knew. I don't think they really were familiar with Sky. I think it was just
They
happenstance.
tried to white knight for her.
you can't just assume that
They tried to white knight
Just
for her. I'm sorry, I'm assuming.
Do you know
just
every
because
other-
they're the same
you
race.
know every other
doesn't mean-
Listen! They white knighted for her. I figured one of them was in a relationship, so I of course go to the one who I thought would be her type, which is a gentleman, by the way, not a genasi.
I look doubtful. I look so doubtful. I just looking at Corva like,
Nevertheless, no, she is single. We've been friends with Sky ever since she got here. She kind of makes scenes. You can't, not really miss her, really.
Oh. Neat.
Before we go inside the Magister's office, I'm gonna turn into Blonde Bimbo again.
Oh no. Wait, are
So
we doing this again? Are we doing this again?
I mean, I'm scoping out my target. I'm not gonna
Oh,
show up
yeah,
how
yeah,
I
yeah, I got
normally
you.
do.
I got you. Okay.
however, you're trying to cast the spell, yes?
Yes.
As you see that, you do see Viat and Zagred like looking a little nervous. They're like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I look dead. I'm going to look non-dead.
They don't know what to make of that.
If anybody here looks dead, it's me.
But Viat says, "I suppose you don't know the customs. You're not supposed to use magic in the Magister's region unless you're a Magister yourself.
Not supposed to or can't.
Both mean the same thing here. You could quite quickly get your head lopped off and not by steel."
I like whisper over to Ollie, like, you can just put on a disguise when we're actually doing the thing.
Okay.
It's fine here, it's fine.
What, you got some beef with the Magisters or something?
I don't like power and authority.
She also
Same
doesn't
here.
like people looking at her.
Yeah, I really don't like eyes.
Well, you came to
Oh.
the wrong place. Hopefully you can get out of here fast.
All 3 of my birds stare at her.
I make a shooey motion and glare at Corva.
Oh, they're birds. I mean, what do they want?
Do you continue in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
They lead you within. There are very courtly estates that are here. They are attended to by quite a number of people. All the people here seem to be some variety of caster in one form or the next. But you are greeted at a small like reception area by a young man who says, "Yes, how can I help you today?"
Yeah, I'm here to deliver a letter to someone.
Very well. To who?
Don't know.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Your friends kind of just like look at you curiously.
I was given this letter by Headmaster Argentum of Vale Academy, with the only instructions being that the person who would be receiving this letter, as I'm saying this, like I'm holding up the letter, would know it's for them.
Very well. You said from Professor Argentum.
Yes.
Yes, they'll be willing to see you in one moment. Please step to reception area 3.
What?
Okay, thank you.
What?
They have someone else come by to guide you down to one of the various reception areas. It's just basically a living room with a little bookshelf and some tables. They serve you either coffee or tea or water, your choice. And you guys gotta sit down for a hot minute.
Anything you need on the bookshelves?
There's a variety of texts. Most of them are kind of boring texts on various magical traditions and arcane theorems. It's stuff that you've probably read in a former life, but it's not like, man, that's the hot thing I need to read today.
I'll just take the most interesting one and just read it for like a little bit while we wait.
I never really come to the Magisters. It's a whole lot of nothing. You don't need to worry about these old farts. They just shoot magic out of their ass every once in a while.
Is there any like hidden rooms or like sliding bookcases or anything interesting in this room, or is it just books?
Give me an investigation check.
My guidance.
Doing your natural thing, including Corvo's butt pat.
It's literally named butt touch. That's what the macro is called. It's just butt touch.
You kind of do just the traditional thing. You're just scoping out the place to see what's around. You do find that yes, there are a variety of secret passageways in this room. They don't seem to have any triggers from what you can investigate, but you do see, like, inspecting behind the bookshelf, it seems the bookshelf slides, but it seems to be on a locked hinge of some sort. You happen to be walking along over the rug that's near the center of the room, and you feel that one brick is slightly out of line. Lifting up the rug, you see there's, like, an indentation where, like, this clearly slides open at some place. There's also what seems to be a secret panel on the left and right side of the room, which you imagine leads to the other reception rooms on either side. You're not sure what to make of it, and you don't know how to use them, which gives you the impression that these are magical of some variety.
What is that, Snowf?
Exactly how many Magisters are there exactly?
I believe that somewhere around about 500 to 1,000.
Aha!
The numbers vary depending on who's elected, but
Do you know of a Mark Steiner Magister?
I know of Mark Steiner. He's, of course, a politician. Not necessarily the most influential, but he has his ways.
Do you know anything about a character named Davish who may have perhaps worked around these parts?
Name sounds familiar. Not sure that I know it offhand.
Does Davish have a last name?
Not from what I can recall, no.
No, I don't know any
Well,
Magisters.
I mean,
so have
I'm sure he has a last name, but it's not something that I've heard.
No, I got you.
Certainly a unique name. I can't say I've heard anyone by that name.
It's just some information I had come across at some point. I was just curious to know if you had any information on him, but apparently not. That's fine.
I'm just here. I hope I don't die by the end of this.
You
I'm
won't
having
die.
a great time.
They couldn't kill you if they threw a whole lightning bolt at you. Magisters are overrated. They have too much power.
Are they like headed by like a certain like council of like 8 or 10 like high magisters or?
They're part of the Vigil. They operate as both part of the military branch and part of our government here. It's complicated.
So they're like Parliament.
Yeah, if only we had a parliament, then more things would get done.
But you get what I'm trying to ask here, Chris. Like, there's not like a higher like circle that governs over everyone else, right?
The Magisters
The
is part
Magisters.
of that circle.
Well, I meant like within the Magisters itself. Like, are there like high Magisters
Mhm.
that govern all the other little Magisters?
He
Like,
explains.
are there like the big shots of the Magisters?
He explains that there are a number who like are on various higher councils or who have, it's just a tiered sort of hierarchy that would be customary in any sort of organization. But he also says that they tend to work diplomatically. In other words, that they are the majority of the members are the rank and file who just do their daily affairs and or research and or missions for the state.
Yeah, that's weird.
How often do Magisters come in and out of how would I word this? Come in and out of power, I guess would be like. Do some people come in and only stay in for a certain amount of time, or
Have to be elected when you're doing your military service here. Everyone is compulsed to do military service. It's just how it is.
all the Magisters from Bastion, or do you have people that originate from other places?
Strictly in Bastion. There are a few Magisters who may serve as foreign envoys, but beyond that, everyone's from here.
Interesting. Certainly quite the collection of casters.
And not all casters. Some of them also have martial adeptitude, rather.
Hmm.
It's part of the military, after all. Everything is.
I see.
In due time, though, the door opens and several men accompany what seems to be a older individual who enters the room, greets you all, and says, "I've been told that there's a letter."
Yes, I have a letter for someone.
And who are you?
He nods and he says that his name is my name is Jan Grindel.
Hello.
He nods politely, but approaches the group and holds his hand out.
In like a handshake, or is like a present the letter?
Present the letter. You get a hunch that this guy's not the nicest of souls.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the letter.
He's not looking for handshake.
Hey, give me that letter. Shakes your hand. What the fuck?
Is the letter for you?
Repeat?
Is the letter for you?
Who else would it be for? We're here to present it. Where is it?
I said I was presenting it.
Oh, yeah. If you do present it, he does take it from you. He waves his hand over. You hear the shimmer of magic that comes from it. He kind of like glances on all sides when he flips it over to look at the back end. You do see that there is now lettering on it. You do see that his name is at the top of it. But he takes it over and pockets it in his like trench coat. And he says, "Very well. It's good to hear from him. What brings you adventures here?"
Well, that was one of the things that he had requested of us, was to deliver the letter to you. Various other things that we've been sorted out.
How are things at the academy these days?
Relatively quite well. They're having some trouble locating or getting into contact with some students there. There's been a little bit of dismay in the library, but that they can't quite figure out. But overall, everyone, Argentum, his daughter, and everyone else are doing rather well.
Dismay in the library?
Apparently some room in the forbidden section, some hidden room in the forbidden section was apparently. It looked like,
Ransacked?
yeah, it looked like a little tornado had gone through the area. Just
No books were
thro-
actually missing.
thrown everywhere. No books were missing by
Some
the
were
the
damaged
records.
though.
Some were damaged, yes.
Very curious indeed.
And
Thank you.
They have really no leads to that.
Thank you for presenting the letter, nevertheless.
Mhm. It's no problem.
Do you have any other business with him or his cadre?
Sure. Do you mind if I ask you a quick question?
Certainly.
Have you ever heard of a person named Devish that worked around these areas?
I'm aware.
Can you tell me about him?
Sure, what you want to know.
I'm just just generally like what he did, or what his role around here was.
He operated some of the officials in some of our councils, making sure that various tasks got accomplished. He largely monitored the treasury as well as other official state business when he could.
I see. Thank you.
He kind of nods, gives some perfunctory goodbyes, and then heads out.
I believe that's all of our side business taken care of.
Big wigs.
Do you guys happen to know Mark Steiner?
Who are you asking this to?
Location of Mark Steiner's manor. I'm
but
gonna
who
ask
you-
the people.
Oh.
The
I don't know
magistrate.
if that's a good idea.
No, Sky's friends.
Oh, Sky's friends, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we know of him. His location, he probably heads to the courts in the day to work with part of the vigil, and then he heads back home at night to his estate. It's a big old thing. Again, another big wig. Not the sort of person you really want to get involved with.
Chris, can I ask you a question outside of this campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Does Lance know him?
Who?
The boyo?
The boyo. There's lots of
The
boyos.
one that she's trying to find.
No.
Okay.
Wrong place.
You said he goes to courts during the day.
No, to the court. Court.
Oh! I heard courts. He goes to courts.
Man, that's a
I was
fucking,
like,
that's a commute right
wrong.
there.
I heard courts and a not court.
You ever just casually commute from California to Hawaii every day?
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, teleport circles.
I mean,
are
that's
a
true.
thing.
Still though.
Listen, I'm dumb. Bye, ghost. I love you.
Can you guys show me where the courts are?
Sure, we passed them on the way here, but we can circle back. You guys, I assume, leave the magistrate?
Yeah, I don't really have any other business here.
Yeah. You guys head out and head back through the streets of the city, coming back to the High Court of Bastion. It is, as in this picture, a very large building similar to that one. Large domed structures and edifices all about. There's lots of people who seem to be entering. They all seem to be dressed in various military garb and uniforms and plate mail, or various like plate affiliated mails. And it seems to be quite a lively place.
Is it open to the public?
Certainly not. You wouldn't want to get in, or if you tried to get in there, you'd certainly lose a head for it.
Yeah.
What was that? Caught like a word of it.
I was like, oh, only a head.
Oh.
Hello, Roboot.
You're
Show me where the manor is.
Uh,
If they're willing.
I heard show where the manor is. Is that all that was said?
I was just gonna ask him if they can show me where his manor is.
It's public knowledge. I've walked past there a few times. I could show you the way, although exactly what are you looking for there? You know him?
I'm a major fangirl.
Curious thing to be a fan of right there.
I say this with a completely dead face because fucking I don't know social shit.
He also doesn't know social shit, so he doesn't question it at all. But Otto's willing to walk you there if you choose.
Cool.
Do the others want to accompany?
Sure, why not?
Very well. Your own little cadre heads over to the north end of town. You do see the lake extending out near this direction. There's a small little harbor area. Sorry, I heard weird noises. There's a small little harbor area not nearby. You do see that this lake here is filled with very beautiful blue water, which is a rarity in such a large quantity in this area. But beyond that, you begin to head into what seems to be a more residential district. The buildings here are more mansion-y and very large in their estates. They have very big walls that line the streets, so you can't quite see in. But every once in a while, you'll pass a gateway opening that seems to be good enough for a variety of carts to go in and out. And eventually, you head over to one of these particular manors, and Otto points it out. He lives there. I've never been there myself, but it's quite a nice dig if you talk to me. It is indeed quite a huge mansion. It's 2 stories, and it seems to extend quite far back into a large structure that seems to be at the back of the compound here.
I hate him.
Why do you hate him? Because his house is bigger than yours.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's fair. I'm sure people have hated him for less.
Yeah.
Don't know much about him, but I know that he has a strict personality.
He has a strict what?
Personality.
Why strict?
Like I said, all those big wigs, they get too all high and mighty on the fact that they've served in the military and they're good at it. Anyone who is usually gets elected to higher ranks. Steiner, from what I know, has been elected multiple times. It's probably because he has his own ways with influencing people. Politics is busted.
Man, I can't wait to get Adrian's panties in a twist when we casually kill a magister for fun. What a time.
So do you think he's home right now? So he's at the court?
He would probably be at court now.
Don't worry, you little fangirl. We'll catch him another day before we leave.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Pat, pat.
I guess that's it.
Yep.
Right here.
You guys return to the city proper near the downtown. Is there anything you'd like to do with your group, or do you have any other plans while in the city?
Well, I'm just gonna wait till nighttime before I fucking shank this guys.
Mm-hmm.
Am I being invited to that, or are you gonna do it on your own?
You both invited, if you
Oh,
would.
hell yeah!
I don't know how I feel about this.
I assume you talk about assassination stuff away from the group.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to come.
I mean, we're used to this.
They do bid you adieu to handle their own affairs, but say that you can contact them anytime you need.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'm gonna just go back to the academy then, maybe try to find some information. The assassination thing isn't really,
Your style.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But Alia, I'm gonna do you a favor. sometime during the day, I am going to redo my ring, and I'm going to put counter spell and misty step into my ring,
You are spent
And then
for
I'm-
spells at the moment.
and then I'm gonna take a short rest,
You snore for a minute.
and then I get my spells back. And I'm gonna give my ring of spell storing to Alia and be like, hey, you might need this. He's a magister, so he'll probably cast a spell.
Not true.
So
I
it
will
has
be there, so-
Counters. I don't plan on being in there, but I do plan on helping you out with like some invisibility to help us out. But the counter spell is, just in case.
If I don't really feel comfortable going there, but if you want to take this along, either one of you either one of you can use it when you do it. I can put some spells into this that might help you out. And I'm gonna, I guess, take out my Iron Stone of Reserve, and I'll put, I can only put a singular enhance ability into it.
This one?
And then, I'll also put put a shield in it.
Shield's a reaction, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As is counterspell.
And then I'll just hand that over to you.
So shield, counter spell.
Oh wait, could I put could I cast a ritual spell into it?
Technically. As long as it's
What are you
using
trying to
up one of your
cast?
spell slots.
I'm just wondering if I have more options.
I'm gonna say yes. You can cast any spell that you want to. However, you cannot ritually cast into the ring.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just give you a shield, so that it's full up on things.
That is an interesting edge case that I've never experienced before.
I'll give that to Corva, I guess.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you can. The most important thing is the enhanceability. Yeah, you can give that to really anyone.
Yeah, I got you.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. I'm gonna redact that. And what I'll do is I'll take back the shield, and I'll make it the enhanceability 3rd level, so that it can affect 2 people.
Oh!
Ta-da!
You guys, we need to kill people more often. Look at our teamwork.
The teamwork.
Just make
Yeah,
sure you
so...
give that back then. But I'm gonna head over to the
Yeah.
academy.
Alright, have a good one.
Is there any particular
Goodness,
research that? Is there any particular research you want to do in the academy?
There's actually some. Well, first there's something I want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
I have to just recheck the component that I need.
That is fair. Is there any other prep work that the assassins need to do?
No, the rest is just scoping out his house.
That is indeed a thing.
Actually, I can do that as a bird, too.
Uh,
Yeah,
Need
true.
help with the scoping out.
do you want to scope it out while it's still daytime?
I think maybe dusk?
Yeah, dust.
That is a thing you can do. Oh, excuse me. What are you trying to buy?
I. Hold on.
Oh wait, I still have this from the previous night. 1 second.
This song. It's very
Sounds-
epic.
Boo, it's not. Fuck.
Actually, what? I'm gonna take that back because I realized that my idea for it wouldn't work. So I'll keep my money, but I guess I'm just gonna look up any information that this place might have I'll look up the history of the Moon's Cry, and maybe if just on the off chance, maybe there's information about the dirge
Mhm,
and
mhm.
anything like more so not so much about like the dirge, but more so things that were put into the dirge.
That is fair.
Things about the caged lands or the space
Yeah,
of ages.
Yeah, like Cage Land, Space of Ages, and its origins, what it was created to like, what it like was created for, what notable things were put into it.
Give me an investigation check.
I will enhance my own ability for this. Invest in negation. 17.
Yes, yes. You do not find anything that seems to be on any variation of the dirge. However, you do find quite a number of books that are speaking on the history of the Moon's Cry.
You find the museum.
It seems to be, yeah, you find the museum. No, you in the library you find several documents, parchments, and books that seem to be dedicated to researching various topics around it. Most of it seems to be discussing the history, like what exactly happened. Others seem to be discussing the Zarin and the effects of after the Moon's Cry. And others are talking either about the Gloom or Bastion's involvement in said event. Is there anything in particular you want to know?
Is there any information about Hesta herself, or perhaps party members of Hesta?
You do find a write-up on the various people who seem to aid Bastion, and or Bohemia, as it was called then in its time of need. It lists all of their various names, and seems to point out various sites of memorial to those people.
I hope that there's like a document that says like she specialized in only fire magic, and Gareth to himself is just like,
Who the fuck only specializes in one type of magic? Who the
A
fuck
lot of
does
people-
that?
A lot of people actually.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, but fire.
A lot of.
But fire.
Every wizard known to man.
But fire.
The most
Um,
common stereotype.
Would any of those places of thing? You said like what were they places of?
Places of note. Just
places
a.
would any of them? Would the arrow I learned about earlier come up in these listings?
Yeah, in investigating pretty hard, you do find that there is a tale of Adrian who made a boisterous speech at the local temple, which has stood for over 1,000 years, and he planted a holy arrow as a reminder to the people in their various times of need before their group was actually taken seriously to leave an arrow in that location. It's just like he was leaving a sign, essentially.
I'm pulling that arrow out.
And
We would
main thing
probably
I'm-
get killed, but I want to join you.
the main thing I'm interested in though are steps that anything that they did of note in order to, I guess, help out during the events of the Moon's Cry. Like any like major steps that they took.
That's the most well-documented
defense-
portion.
Like the defenses they did.
That was the most well-documented portion of it. You do note that they did other things. There's some books that you find that discuss the various activities that they had done related to the god known as the Arbor, one that you're less familiar with, but you did find out that you were familiar with it last session. That being said, the more documented case is with what they did, particularly in Zenith, the city which you're in presently. They did a variety of things, as in aiding on the walls, where various Tarasques were destroying small towns on the outskirts of the city. They were aiding in helping various people move around the city in the actual Moon's Cry event, when lots of bullshit was going on and gloom were wandering the streets. And they put up a heroic fight all throughout the city streets, and then fighting the god herself, Sheoth, above in a weird extra-dimensional place that she was creating above the city. It is all quite well documented. It seems very exciting, and you can also find quite a number of fiction books related to these accounts.
any information on what happened to like the individual members of the party? I know Hesta might have, from their knowledge, might have become a phoenix in some place. But
Fucked
what about
off,
everyone else?
yeah. Just turned to a phoenix and fucked off.
You do know that Davik, who was a druid who was aiding them at the time, he ventured off to the east into... Give me a history check. You also do... God, that's such a loud car. I hate it. You know that...
26.
From the names that it's using, you determine that Davik seems to have headed it off to a location in the area of the Grens, which is in the Confederation. You know that the new formed Eidolon, the Hammer, went on to do various godly things traveling across the world, but also retained a tiny bit of his humanity, however small that became next to his godhood. You do know that Adrian and Ayumi from these books seem to have ventured off to the east, off to Horizon. And the various others have lesser notes with them, noting Bree. One day these cars, oh my god. Noting Bree, as well as Raz and other members of the group in their time who aided them. You do know that 2 of the members are noted to have died in the events leading up to the Moon's Cry.
Oh yeah, Blarg's still on the moon, isn't he?
No, he came down with Colk's character. I just forgot their names, so I didn't mention them.
I like the idea he's forever stuck up on that moon.
No, they fought and
Isn't
came
that-
down with the Moon's Cry. It was dope.
Yeah, they're in the Raven Queen's dungeons.
What the fuck are their names? God damn, it's so long ago. My tiny brain. Balar, that's Blarg's name.
Did Jerry message you it?
No, I just remembered.
Oh, I thought Jerry messaged it.
Also, in that places of note, would the museum come up?
The museum in Galena comes up. You remember passing by it on the train ride. You also note that the large statue to the Hammer exists off to the east in a small town called Centralia. But beyond that, that's all it really states in terms of like structured places.
Yeah, then I guess I'm just gonna, while they do their thing, Garrett's just gonna take detailed notes as to what they did for defenses to protect Bastion.
All of the hollows and stuff like that.
Yes. Lots of hallows happened. They had a large cloud giant helping to make the various armies there more useful in terms of their equipment. They did quite a number of things. This is the wrong city.
That's Avalon.
That is the wrong city.
Avalon.
Where-
What up, Avalon?
where'd it go?
And then he just
It's the Attack on Titan one.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Queen died. Attack on Titan.
Oh, this one is indeed Attack
As
on
it
Titan.
just comes over the
Yeah,
wall.
this
and
is
like,
Attack on Titan.
This is actually Attack on Titan.
he'd
Yeah.
make note of the museum in Galena and
Oh, so
he'd write down
you're
all
leaving the
all
city?
various names.
No, he makes note.
Well,
of
no,
Oh, you
I
make
make
note.
note of it.
Okay,
like
fair enough.
if time,
If
maybe
we have
visit.
time, yeah, let's go.
If time, maybe visit.
Fair.
But otherwise, he's just like documenting the various defenses.
Yes. Time passes, and evening begins to come. I assume Gareth heads back to the tavern, while the other 2, what is the plan?
Death.
Mhm.
Death will ensue.
How's that
Well,
gonna
first
happen?
we scouted out around dusk, like
Yeah.
to see like what kind of security he has, yada yada yada.
Did you want any supplies before you did all that? Before all the shops closed and whatnot?
Do we need any? I mean, I'm okay.
I can't think of anything that we would need.
That is fair.
I'm good.
You guys gather yourselves up. You head back to the same district of town prior, or that you had been to prior, along all the walled estates that exist here. There's quite a number of people moving about in this area at dusk. It seems that this is quite, what's the word? It's more busy at night. You see that there are some vendors that set up every once in a while on a particular intersection to be serving some like street food essentially, while various wagons and carts, the fancy kind with the doors and the very ornate glass windows, are scooting by, heading over to Steiner's estate in particular. You do see the large brick walls. They seem to be about 10 feet high or so, with the large gate in front. Looking into it, you do see that there seems to be a carriage that's already inside, and someone is tending to the horses and moving them off to a different side of the estate. You also see a lot of what seem to be servants moving around inside, and you also see a number of guards. They all seem to be wearing plate mail.
Can we have the spy music?
Not yet. You're not spying yet.
Fuck.
Do you want to go in close as a bird, or should we just scout for this?
I mean, I can go in as a bird. That's easy. It's more about you. How are you gonna get in?
Well, I mean, eventually I'll just probably scale the wall and then slip into the window.
I mean, yeah, I can make you invisible whenever.
No, that'll be a lot more helpful than
Yeah. If you can make it over the wall right there, then I'll make you invisible. It's just because I don't personally want to scale the wall.
I mean, the most opportune time would get him alone.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to get into the house.
Yeah, we'll get him alone in the room, particularly.
Oh, trust me, I've done like 3 home invasions at this point. It's a lot of fun.
Well, let's just... If I look at the windows, can I figure out which one's probably his bedroom window?
Not from this distance. It's too far away. Like, I would say it's probably about 70 or more feet from this gateway that you're at to the front door, and this is a very large estate, so you can't even see the sides of it.
Listen, last time I did this, I went into the house while somebody was opening a door. I hid in a closet until it was nighttime, and then I got out invisibility, found his room, and then I stabbed a man in his sleep next to his sleeping wife, and then I got out through the window.
Yes, but I don't quite have the invisibility part.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I got you.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad plan. It's just, we gotta get over this gate first.
Well...
Do I see a particular part of the wall that's a little less out of view? A little more out of view.
The little side, routes, that head down these little, like, alleyways, essentially, between two of the manors. It definitely seems more out of the open, but you do see, like, even while you're peeking down, there are a few people passing through here and there, just going about their own business. It seems that these are more just, like, for shortcuts to get between the large streets here.
Well, I guess I'll jump it there.
So you're gonna try to jump it now?
What?
Or do we want to wait, like, until it's, like, fully dark out? Or, like, people are starting to settle down?
Wait till it's, like, dark out.
It would be pretty easy to scale this particular wall, though, because you could do, like, a wall hop to the adjacent wall in this alley and then eventually pop over, so it's no struggle to get over this wall compared to the front wall.
I'll do this wall then.
I just fly over the wall.
Do you want Corva, Alia to do any scouting for you?
I mean, if Corva's down, but, like...
I can try it.
Yeah, the only thing I'm trying to find specifically is where his bedroom would be.
I fly around the manor, try to, like, see if I can see in any windows.
And now we can do the business.
Hell yeah.
So I have to give this specifically to you. Zoinks. And
Oh, fuck.
go ahead and drag yourself on there. You have full vision. It is daytime, so you should be able to see just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if there's an issue.
Oh, his house is so big!
Corva's just getting the lay of the land at the moment.
Yeah, is this like a side entrance?
Seems to be.
Okay, and then
This also seems to
this,
be
like,
an entrance
a
over here.
balcony?
This seems to be an entrance over here. If you can see
Uh-huh.
that. You also see that this is the main entrance right here.
Oh, okay.
And if you need to make investigation or perception checks, let me know if there's a detail you want to look at. But otherwise, get the lay of the land as you go.
So this is like a staff entrance, I assume?
Seems to be of some sort. You do see that there are a lot of staff moving in and out of the garden area and then down to this southwestern entrance over there.
Okay, and then this is a staff entrance here? Or is
That
this
seems
like
to be a back entrance, and there seems to be some sort of structure right here. You're not sure what it is. It seems to be bricked off, though, and you see these guards just kind of like minding their own business. You also see what seems to be some sort of oracle or temple over here.
Oh, and what is this? Like fountain?
A very large fountain. This is the area right here where Alia is wanting to hop the wall. You can kind of see her like right over here.
Okay, and this is nothing here?
Yeah, it's just a little alcove.
Okay.
Yeah, as you go down to those trees, though, in the alcove, you do see what seems to be a small armory. It just has like some armor that's on those like little, kind of like in Minecraft, where it's just a little like holsters where you just put it up for decoration.
I gotcha. And then this, like a patio?
Seems to be another side entrance of some sort. Give me a perception check.
One second, I have to get out a different sheet because I'm a bird. That's actually wrong. It shouldn't be that. It should be my normal one. I was wrong. I was wrong. Where's perception? That's a natural one. I don't see shit.
Yeah, you are not able to see. You do see like one person open the door, but they shut it real quickly behind them. They seem to be carrying some sort of cart within the building, but you did not get to see what was in the room.
Okay, so that was that entrance, yada yada yada. I'll come back to Alia. Yo, this place is fucking janky. Like, he has his own temple.
Temple?
There's like a temple for like praying. There's
Which...
No, bring me back. I might do no rounds.
Well, you're talking right now.
What the fuck?
You're talking here.
There's like some weird like bricked off thing in the back. There's the main entrance. There's two side entrances. There's a little patio in the back, and then on the opposite side of us, there is like a small staff entrance.
Well, it'd be smarter to enter through the staff entrance.
Probably, but there's a lot of people going in and out right now.
It's easier to slip in, though.
Yeah, you're right, because we can just get in when one of them opens the door.
Exactly.
There are quite a few people patrolling the garden that it's near, though.
Well, you might have to turn me invisible before I jump the wall.
Oh,
then.
yeah. Yeah, whenever you're ready, though. There are quite a few guards. I don't know what that building is in the back, though. That's very weird and ominous.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Ready when you are.
So
You think
you're-
it's dark?
Yeah. You want to? Do you want to wait a little while, or what's the play?
I'll wait a teeny bit.
Yeah, we
I
need
think-
it dark enough, but not like
Not
too
like
dark
where
that the
people-
moon's out, where there's some light, like right before the moon gets really bright.
We still want staff members to be active,
Exactly.
but like also for it to be dark.
Very
Mm-hmm.
well. Where are you going to wait till it gets dark?
Just like on the other side of the gate fence, I think.
In the little alleyway that you're in, and also, did you say you wanted to scale the side near the staff entrance?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to scale near the staff entrance, but like far enough away from the garden so that we don't get seen by those people.
Do you want to round around to that side of the estate?
Yeah.
It'll be easier for us to get in on the other side where we were before. Like, we're gonna be invisible anyway, so I don't think it matters if we try to get in over there or not.
So, move or not move?
We don't move because we won't have to be invisible when we scale the wall,
Got it.
but we can just invisibility like right as soon as we get over. So it doesn't really matter because we can just walk around.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me put you there. Corva's here now. I need to make Corva smaller. Ugh.
This Corv is a bird.
And then,
I'm not gonna be a bird in a second because I have to make us invisible.
so
be an invisible bird.
the sun goes down. The moon is coming up, but it is not illuminating yet. It seems to be like a half moon now, so the light is dim anyway. What is the play?
I fly over the fence and land in the bush. I wait for Alia to hop over, and then as soon as she hops over, we're both going invisible.
I first cast Pass Without a Trace on myself. And Corva before Corva flew
Yes.
over.
I mean, as long as I'm in your radius, we're
Yeah.
good.
Let's see. That'll be good for now. Okay. And then I hop over.
Yeah, you kind of check both ways down the alley where you're residing. There seems to be no one in
Wait,
particular looking.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself as well. Because you know what?
Is that a
Just
concentration
cover
spell?
all my bases. I don't... Does it count as a concentration spell from the ring?
Ooh, good question. Don't know.
It should, because it's concentration.
If it is, then never mind.
It should. It acts as
Which-
if you cast the spell.
Okay.
Alright, then never mind to Enhance Ability. I'll keep Pass Without a Trace
The
up.
plan was, since you have the
No,
ring,
I have that. You have the ring. The ring has Misty Step. Or no.
Oh.
The ring has one invisibility in it, in case you need it extra, and then it also has a counter spell in it. I have the stone, and the stone has a 3rd level enhance ability for both of us, but I'm gonna do that when we get inside, because right now I have to concentrate on keeping
Got
us
it.
invisible.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you have the ring, I have the stone. I have the enhance ability, you have one... You have an emergency invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And then because worst comes to worst, I turn into a bird and I can fly out, and then you can use that invisibility to get out. That's like worst case scenario, so that's why that's in there as like an extra, like in case we need it.
Got it.
All right, and then I invisibility us as soon as she's over.
Yep, you plant your feet in what seems to be a wooded area on the other side of the walls, and
Wait, we hold hands so we don't lose each other.
otherwise you're invisible.
Okay, hold up. I'm trying to figure out where the freak I am. Why is Garrett
you
there?
see-
Oh.
Probably for a camera.
I can't fucking see if I'm not on the map.
Hold on, I got an idea.
So this is
Oh,
that
okay.
temple thing you were talking about, right?
Back here. Yeah, that's the temple, and then over here is like the weird bricked off building.
We should probably look at those two things on the way out. But on the way in, let's focus on that first.
Yeah.
Okay, so lead me to the staff entrance.
Okay. I'm holding your hand.
Yeah, you are invisible. You are holding hands.
So
how are you
Lude,
going to get
we
there?
are stealthing. We are stealthing.
We are stealthing, even though we're invisible.
You listen.
Should we
This
roll
is-
stealth, Chris?
Yes. Actually, not right now. You don't really need to roll stealth because you're invisible. You got that going for you. You do
We're
see.
holding hands. Just imagine she's walking
Yeah.
behind me.
You do see that there are various guards wandering around, though.
Holy shit, you weren't kidding. His house is fucking huge.
Okay, there's a guard.
Yeah, you are invisible. You do still have time left on your invisibility. I believe it lasts 1 minute.
It's
correct?
an hour.
1
no,
hour.
It's an hour.
Well, you're invisible for a hot minute, but I do need you to make a stealth check now.
Still. You get plus 10.
Plus
And I think
10.
invisibility gives you advantage.
Yes. Plus 10 advantage. That's
Okay, so
26.
I'm at 37. So 37 and 26.
Alia is quite good at leading with stealth, so for maximum quietness, Alia should take the lead.
Okay. Well, I mean, she doesn't know where to go,
Mhm.
so she can't
I
really.
assume you just like tug on my hand when we have to go left or right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we're going this way.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I would have done like over here. No, maybe we shouldn't go this way because we'll walk right past this man.
He's just kind of taking his rounds as he goes.
I like to think Gareth's just a fucking bat right now. This is the staff entrance.
What was that?
Wait, what?
This is the staff entrance right here.
Okay. I guess we slowly climb over and just wait till someone opens the door.
We could just walk up the steps too. Nobody can fucking see us.
You do note that the door seems to be in a sort of open position. It seems to be that the door is used quite frequently, so perhaps people are used to coming in and out.
Can we open it like super slowly so it kind of looks like wind blew it open?
You could try.
So it's just like we kind of like push it with like the tip of our finger like really slowly.
Gareth, get out of here.
Garrett, this room is too small for you to be in here.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a thing.
Holy shit, this is small.
Run it.
I have to zoom in so much. Gareth, you're too big.
Zoinks. But you are in the facilities. You do see that there seems to be a dormitory here.
Is that like a locked door or something here?
That is a wall.
Oh,
That's door.
that's another. Just stealthing still.
You make like a little pitter patter on the ground, but no one really notices you. These people seem to be just chit chatting. You also see this person heading in this direction, just very slowly.
Well, let's not go that way.
You also hear a door open around the corner to the south.
I can't move my token. What the heck?
Eh.
God. Oh god, I zoomed out too far. I'm so alone.
Can't fucking see. I think that's a wall.
You.
Which one's the door?
Oh, right there.
Is this the door?
Yes.
Okay.
You do see two people talking about the dinner and the various issues with the servant stuff that's happening. You also see the door to the left open up, and someone steps out to join their conversation.
Does this go upstairs, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume his bedroom's on the second floor.
You head up there. You see a similar layout to what you see here. There seems to be a variety of rooms. The second floor is not as big as the first floor, and inspecting around a little bit, you do discover that there seems to be a gallery and an art room. There also seems to be a large place for bathing. There also seems to be various sitting rooms that are here, and various guest bedrooms, but you do not see anyone that seems to belong to him.
Well, back downstairs. Peep, peep. I guess I'd peer through each, like, door hole just to see if I see anything. Well, like, I'm not gonna get too close to the people.
Yeah, and for your perspective, Corva, even though you're just bounding through, remember, most of the doors are closed, so you will have to open them if you want to get through. What do you do?
I'm peeping through this hole. What do I see?
Looking underneath, you seem to see a number of tables, a variety of types.
Tables?
Yes. There's also a rug of some sort.
Maybe. I will come back. How about this one?
You see a room that is filled with a small table, a rug. There seem to be 3 people in the room, and there also seems to be larger furniture at the end of the room.
Any of the 3 people my people? My person?
You did not call out to Cinder before you came.
No, I meant.
Oh, your person? You cannot tell through like looking through the door, unless you actually open it.
Oh, that's fucking sketchy. So is there room here, or is it like a?
That is broken. Disregard that little spooky thing you see there. However, there is a door to the north right here.
There's what?
There's a door to the north right here.
Okay, I peek. What does it see? What do I see?
Do you open it?
No, I peek through the lock hole first.
You are greeted with a chilly gust of wind to your eyeball. It seems to be looking outdoors. You see a guard pass by.
Oh, this is just probably another entrance. Okay. I'm gonna sneak past these ladies. I'm sure they're wonderful ladies.
They are talking about various complaints they have with cleaning.
Management.
Yeah.
I need more lemon pledge.
What's down here? I peek in this hole.
This door is actually open. It seems to be a large sitting room.
Is he here?
You do not see anyone.
Good. Are they both sitting rooms?
The one to the south, seems to be some sort of, like, study, essentially, but, it doesn't have bookshelves.
Is he in there?
He's not in there.
Okay. Well. Means we probably just passed his bedroom already. So we just gotta figure out which one is his bedroom. I need to not lay on my arm like that, because now I can't feel it. That's fun.
My mic's been muted this whole time. Did it look like they had already had dinner?
You never went into wherever they might have had dinner. You also see people moving around. Also, Corva, you are not in Pass Without Trace regions, so...
I know, because I was looking at something, I didn't realize she was walking that whole time because I was trying to talk! And I was fucking muted!
It's okay. We can go back to the... I guess we can find the kitchen and then look in the kitchen.
It's like right here.
Okay, does it look like dinner had already been served?
You see that a lot has been cleaned here, and there's still a few cooking supplies, mostly like plates and such, that seem to be soaking.
Probably served.
Yes, it was already served.
Probably. Okay, I just gotta figure out which bedroom's his. Or maybe he's out in that weird...
You
house.
go so fast and my map is like... I'm zoomed in, so I have to keep zooming out.
I mean, he might not be staying here. He might be staying in the other closed place if we didn't see a bedroom already.
You do hear a lot of thudding of people walking on wooden floors in this direction. I don't know if you can see this. There's an arrow.
Nope,
Here.
don't see it. Oh, there you go, now I see it.
It seems to be coming on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I just haven't seen a door for that room.
This is just a long hallway, and you do note that this area,
Yeah.
like, you've been in this hallway before.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's to the left, to the west of it, I'm saying.
That's the way
I
you've
can't
entered.
find it. Oh, that's just the sleeping quarters then, for the maids. Right?
Seems that way.
No, can't. This thing keeps creeping. I keep seeing this.
Well,
little,
welcome
like,
to Secret Land. You're not
like-
supposed to be here.
Oh. But that's what I was looking for.
There's a small area that seems to lead to the basement and the attic, but there's nothing else here. I failed to make my walls properly. Don't mind me.
Do you want to try the third place on the back?
I'd say you've been wandering the estate for about half an hour, maybe 35 minutes.
I probably should figure out what's on these rooms to the right. this is the one that had the
Just-
people in it.
Yeah, there seems to have been people in this room. You don't hear much
Disorder?
conversation. Glancing in, you do see some feet moving around inside, but you don't see a huge glimpse of anything else. Looking through keyholes or general holes in doors is very inopportune.
I know. But I don't want to start opening things
I
yet.
wish we would have taken that ring from Maul that let us look through walls.
Pickles.
Our DM wouldn't let us take it.
Pickles.
Alright, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Alright, you're going to try to pick the lock?
Stealthily, yes.
Yes, give me a stealth check at disadvantage with all of your other applications, and then give me a lockpick check.
I think stealth is normal because we're invisible.
Yeah, so it's just normal. So that's a 30,
Good, good, good.
and then a 22.
Good, good, good. On that, give me like 30 seconds while I take a quick bathroom break. Deal?
Okay.
Okay, BRB.
I need to look at something. Ugh.
Now we just sit in anticipation until he gets back. It's just like,
Also, fun thing, I can make a whole party invisible because all of my spells are automatically cast at 5th level. I can make us all, like, I can make a party of 4 invisible. It's real fun. And one of the upsides of Warlock, one of the downsides is I got no spell slots.
yeah. I want to figure out what that building is in the back, because if we don't find him here, then he's probably in the back.
Yeah, we're in the temple.
Oh, in the temple, true. I don't know. You think he would sleep in his bed?
I mean, from what it looked like upstairs, he doesn't have a bedroom here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because we didn't see any bedroom at all upstairs.
Yeah. Hmm.
Also, to note, you did see bedrooms upstairs, but they seem to be guest rooms.
Yeah, we didn't see his bedroom. So I assume he doesn't sleep here.
That much is true. However, you are fiddling with this lock. You diddle with everything. You have your 2 lock picks out, and you're trying to flex on the lock. However, as you're trying to figure it out, you do see that the door handle begins to move.
I immediately move back.
Yes, yes, yes. And the door opens outwardly into the hall. The guy comes out, looks around, walks back inside and shuts the door.
Nope. I didn't have any time to slip in, did I?
No, because you backed up, so you didn't have a chance to.
Did I have enough time to see if the dude was in there? Like,
Um,
whip my head around the side.
Give me an acrobatics check at disadvantage and a perception check at normal.
21.
Uh,
18.
yeah, also give me a sleight of hand.
33.
Good, good, good. You quickly like run back as this guy's coming in. He's letting the door shut on its own. You quickly like go over there, skirt your head through. You see 3 men in there. They seem to be well dressed. 2 of them are sitting at a small table, and one of them is at a desk near a bed on the opposite side of the room. As you catch that one little glimpse, you begin to pull away. Your fingers almost get caught in the door, but it shuts gently upon its hinge.
But is the dude in there?
You saw 3 men in there.
Does she not know his general?
No, she
appearance?
never looked out.
Oh.
I thought she gave me a general description.
Generally, like middle-aged, human, and a man is most of all that you got from her.
I can't just kill all of them. Well, I could, but I can't.
Idea.
I have ingestible poison on me that I found a long ass time ago. I disguised myself as a maid. I say I brought them drinks. I have disguised self and I have this studded glamour.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, she's dying.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Oh, she's dying.
Can I do this?
What is this? Primeval awareness. Yes, you can do this. Does that allow you to detect humanoids?
I just want to know if I just want to know if I can feel any humanoids in. Because I guess I'm close enough that I would be able to tell whether they're in that hidden building in the temple.
That's a thing you can do. How far does that reach? I believe a mile? Yeah.
5 miles.
5 miles. That being said, you do not seem to detect anyone who is over there at the moment.
So no one in the hidden building and no one in the temple.
Does not seem that way, no.
As in, there's no one.
Nope. If you zoom your map out real quick, I'll give you all your pings. They are of a variety of races, but mostly humanoid and half-elf are the big ones. There's probably like a tiefling or two here and there. You're getting ding, 1, 2, 3, ding, 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 which you can probably assume is all of the dormitories. You also get ding, ding, and then if I zoom out even further, ding, 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 and 2 dings over here.
We're in enemy territory now, Alia.
There was no one in the study that I could see when I peeped in earlier, correct?
Not in the study, no. That door seemed to be open. There was no one in there.
Okay. Well, I need into this room then.
I can go disguise myself as a maid.
I mean, if you want, but most of the issue is I don't particularly know which one I need to kill.
Also,
Just kill all of them.
don't forget your mission.
I know, it was torture for information. Well, actually, this will work. Okay, let's just go in this room. Can I open it again?
It seems to be unlocked. You can open it.
Can I stealthily open it again?
The wind.
Yeah, so you can't use the wind excuse on this door, especially since it's a pulley-outy. However, you can stealthily open the door and then run in. How long? Like, they won't notice you, but they will notice the door opening eventually. They're not that far away from the door, so keep that in mind.
Okay, cool.
Question.
Yes.
This is more for a DM thing. So I'm concentrating on invisibility, but it's 5th level, so I can concentrate on more than one person, or so I can have it on more than one person. Would it be possible for me to drop it on just myself?
You're trying to use the enhanced ability just on yourself.
No, no. I have invisibility.
Oh, invisibility.
It is targeting both of us. Is there a way for me to drop it on just myself when it's targeting more than one person?
I'll say yes, just for convenience sake.
So I saw what the maids looked like earlier.
They looked of all different stripes, but yes, you did.
Yeah, I saw their like general uniform though.
They don't really seem to have like any one uniform, but they dress, in general maid garb. General commoner garb, rather.
You got the dress code idea.
I can walk by while you're doing it and make it be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Works for me.
Okay, well,
Let's do this.
Zoop zoop bobbity boop.
Yep, I'm gonna look like, make sure I don't see anybody over here. Down the hall.
You do
Doesn't
see
look like it
2 guards. They seem to be looking in that particular direction.
Oh,
But
if
you
they're
are
looking
quite a
down here.
distance. You're quite a distance away, but otherwise.
If they're looking down here,
Yeah,
then
you probably can't even see them, so they probably can't see you.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna like turn into a generic maid.
That is a thing that you can do.
And I'm going to like walk by as she opens the door so they think it was like me. I'm a very pretty maid, by the way. I am very pretty.
You are decorated as a very pretty maid.
I am the cutest maid.
You open the
with
door.
Big titty.
Eh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you do after that?
I like look like I did something wrong, and I'm like, oh dear. I close the door.
You shut the
Hey,
door.
Chris, we've been walking around the halls.
Mhm.
Most men of higher power have pictures of themselves on the walls.
You don't see much of that here, surprisingly. You do see some portraits that are here, but none of like what would describe Mark Steiner in the way that you know him.
I made it look like, by the way, when she opened the door, I made it look like I accidentally like bumped the door with my elbow, but it was unlocked, so it like knocked open. And I was like,
remember,
oh, crap.
it is an Audi, so you literally open the door.
Oh, okay, well then my dress got caught on it.
Uh,
I'm just like, I knew I picked the wrong door, shit.
what do you do after that? You close the door and...
I just do like a, sorry, and then I close it slowly, and I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
You do hear the door open behind you, Corva. You also see all of this happening, Alia, and he says,
I'm just gonna be like,
"Wait, who are you?"
Sorry, it's my first day today. Just, got the wrong room.
What's your name?
Evangelina?
Give me a deception check.
Okay. Oh, 18.
We'll have a discussion about this later. I'm too busy for this. And
Yes, sir.
he closes the door behind him.
Okay.
Inside the room, you, Alia, hear oh God! You hear the
Oh, jeez!
hold on.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put
Jesus.
another me on the map just so I can see in there too, but I'm gonna be heading to the. Oh, God!
What are you doing
In
now?
case you realize you could
Stop.
just watch the stream.
I mean, that's also an option, but there. Yeah. However, inside the room, you note that the man comes and sits back down. And what was your name? What was your created name?
Angelina.
Evangelina.
Sorry,
Evangelina.
Evangelina.
The man speaks up. Do any of you know of an aide in the facility known as Evangelina? Don't believe so. That's your outlook. Exactly. Something strange is happening. That is what you hear. What are you doing, Alia?
I'm just listening.
The man comes over here and says, "What exactly is strange that's happening? Whoever that is, I don't know. You know how fraught things can be? Very well. What do you think we should do about it?" "Well, not sure. Keep on our guard. I can go alert the guards as we will. I think that is best. I can do it for you. I need to go check on something myself." They kind of agree with it. However, Alia, upon this guy leaving to say he's going to be doing a thing, he does refer to this man as Sir Steiner. But he opens the door and walks out.
Okay.
Zzz. Zzz.
You know how you said there were still dishes that needed to be washed?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's washing dishes?
Guess who's washing dishes right now?
Do they keep talking or do they sit in silence?
They kind of look to each other kind of sternly. They don't really say much, but just like whatever you have to do. He goes over here to his desk and sits down to continue whatever papers he was working on. This guy heads into the next room for a moment.
I'm gonna like stealthily where the fuck he's going. What is this?
There seems to be a door. Do you try to open it?
Did he close it behind him?
Yes.
Well, then no. Okay.
What do you do?
Alright, so I'm gonna place one hand over his mouth
Mm-hmm.
and take the other hand and use it and grab my dagger and put it sorry. I'm gonna grab my rapier and dig it slightly into the side of his neck, but not fully in.
So, are you trying to stab him, or are you...
No. This is just for intimidation tactics.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So,
like
yeah.
one of those things where like you graze a knife
Yeah,
against
yeah, no,
somebody's
yeah.
throat and make them bleed
Yeah, I
like
understand.
a little bit. Yeah.
And yeah. And I'm gonna say, on the count of 3, we're going to stand up.
Yeah.
Ignore it, please.
You're going to not be a train and keep very silent. And you're gonna go over and lock the door so no one else comes in.
Give me a persuasion check. Actually, give me an intimidation check.
And both are shitty. And 13.
He says, muffled in your hand.
Well, I would have loosened it slightly so he could talk. Enough for me to hear him.
As
But
you,
not like... Okay.
as you say, ghost.
I lead him to the door.
So you lead him by blade.
Yeah. The blade's now at the... like, literally in the back.
Are you covering his mouth still?
Yep.
Very well. Very well.
I feel like you could have just locked it.
Did he lock it?
Hold on. I need to research a thing briefly.
My hands across his mouth so he can't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a knife. Well, I have my rapier out, so if he tries to make any hand motions, this fucker's gonna get chanked.
Excuse me while I research. Yes.
Do it. Kill him.
Cool. He's doing that. You are right here at his back with
Is he casting a spell?
No, he is walking up to the door. He seems to be fiddling with the door handle. Around that same time, however, the door next to you opens up. And a guy steps out. He's looking...
I kill him.
You kill him?
Yep.
Alright. So you are letting go of Steiner. That means you are attacking
No,
him.
I keep my hand on his mouth. I just move the rapier and I shank this guy.
Alright, you can certainly try to do that. Give me an attack roll.
22.
That is fine. Let me do a thing. Yes, because I did not set up his token properly, as per usual.
Corva, after cleaning up some dishes, is like, you know, I could try the poison things. Can I grab some glasses and a wine bottle and start heading back?
You do so. Yes. Good. Oh, no. That's not how it's working. That's no. Wherever you
no,
move.
you decide. No, you decide when I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you want me though?
Give me a moment. Right there is
Stay in the
fine.
kitchen. Oh, okay.
Right there is fine.
You decide when they show up.
Because it's gonna be a lot easier to determine that in just a moment. Because, as this man is, leaving, this side room, you see him decked out in, plate mail, except for his helmet. And as he's stepping out, you sling off your, rapier to fight him. You do hit him. And you may deal your damage.
He
Fair.
was surprised, right?
Yes. This is a sneak attack if there's ever been a sneak attack. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Alright.
Boink.
17.
He's properly boinked. That being said, do you have any other bonus action or anything like that to do?
I mean, I have my second attack.
You may take it if you
third
choose. You
Yeah,
slightly
it's kinda-
graze this guy.
So second. 17.
You are visible now, by the way.
Yes, you have
Oh, I
revealed
figured.
yourself. 17 does not hit. It just strikes off his
No,
armor.
I get a advantage. What is it? Fucking hell. It's that freaking ranger thing.
I don't
If they
know.
haven't
First
acted
round of
yet.
combat, you get advantage.
Yep, if they haven't acted yet.
Very well. You can apply that as well.
There it is. So you know I'm not lying.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
So that's 25. So that's 15 piercing.
Tink.
And then third attack is 24 plus 15
Tink.
plus 5.
Yeah, you just like rail upon this guy with your rapier, just that is the thing that you do. Firstly, this guy is now aware of you. Secondly, you're invisible. Thirdly, Steiner's
Not invisible.
she's not invisible.
Yeah.
I thought I said that, but whatever. However,
She is invisible.
Steiner is going to do what he was already planning to do, and he's going to try to break grapple with you. So I need an athletics check.
Or
Eh.
acrobatics, isn't it?
No, for him it's athletics
yeah.
or acrobatics.
Ah.
Oh, what do I have to do?
You can only do athletics.
Oh, well,
So
what's
now
that
it's
one?
like grabbing him versus like keeping him there. So now he's actively trying to break out of your grapple, and he hits that. I'm using autos
Oh
because they're
my
very
God.
similar. However, he does break out, and he's gonna take a step aside. And from this point, we are entering combat. So I need those involved to roll various
How,
rolls.
how bad does he look?
He's wounded, but he's doing okay. He does look like a proper soldier now that he's put on his actual armor.
Oh, hey, what up? Ladies first. Also, you weren't clicking your token.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you have advantage, don't you?
Yeah. It's the
Oh,
20.
sweet. Do I know the song?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Fire Emblem.
Alright. They need to do theirs. Boink. And then boink. And then, I need to do something else as well. Close that and open this. So many things to touch. This went very differently than I was expecting. Boink. Cool, 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 and boink. Cool, cool, cool. That is that. Arrange it like that. Yes, so Steiner seems to have broken out of your grasp. You see him fiddle with the lock as he's breaking away from you. And then he takes that like little 5-foot step back to just get out of your immediate range. It is your turn to start the combat.
Wait, if he gets out of my range, don't I get an attack of opportunity?
It's just more like he hopped away while he's breaking out of grapple, so he's just 5 feet away from you.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll orient it properly. Boink. Oops. Boink. There you go. So he's like that.
Well, I don't know who I want to kill first now. I'll stick with this guy. Okay. I'm gonna attack him.
That is the thing you can do. Slink.
25.
Easy hit. You do note that Steiner is not wearing armor.
Mm-hmm.
Easy hits. I'm bringing up his health pool so you can actually see it. Blink. Can you see the other guy?
15? Does 15 hit?
Nah. Now can you see their health?
No.
Alas. Now can you see? Yeah, there it is.
Mm,
It's
I
different
can
from
see
most
this
of us.
dude's, but I can't see. There we go. I can see it now.
Okay. Boop. Boop. How are you getting your sneak attack from this?
No one is within 5 feet of us?
That's fair. And then
Does 15 hit? With
15
No armor?
does hit.
Haha.
Yoink.
And then I must slink my way so I'm behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And attempts right here. Anyways. See, so my offhand would be this one.
Kump. Easy hits, easy hits.
And I'm going to look at this guy and say, if you want him to live, I suggest you stand down.
That is what you say. That is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Corva, not much is happening, but you can move. You do see that this guy is discussing with the knights about alerting other knights.
I'm gonna try to get by as like undetected as I can, just like trying to blend in.
Yeah, they're not paying attention to you right now, so you can move any movement you
Okay.
want to.
Da, 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 da. I'm moving my full movement, which I think gets me like right here, and I know that that's the door that Alias came from, and I know she's probably doing something at this point.
Give me an insight
assume
check.
that- I just like have a feeling.
Give an insight check. You can go with your gut feelings.
I'm just gonna cast silence around the door.
That is fair. Go ahead and draw a
so
circle.
nothing can be heard.
at that
How
door.
big is it? Let me.
20
let
feet,
me
I believe.
post silence.
Yep.
20-foot radius. 20-foot radius. Oh. I put it like more like it starts like out here. It's just so like if they went over there, it's just so like anybody inside could not be heard outside of it. So like yeah, it's just like this whole part of the hallway.
It was,
Here.
so you wanted to pass through the wall where
Yeah.
she was?
Yeah, it's like this. It's like all this and then the rest of the hallway. So right from here in a circle.
Let me see. But yes, that is the thing that you do.
Oh wait, that means I can't talk now.
It's true.
I mean, you can take him to the other side of the room. It's just mainly so that they can't yell out.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't know until.
I mean, that's why I'm not putting it fully in the room. I would assume that like Ollie has seen me use silence before.
Out to here.
So I
Chris.
assume she's like, okay, I guess gotta move to the different
And
side of the
then
room.
out to here.
Alright.
Yoink.
There you go.
And then out to here.
Oopsie, oopsie. Oopsie.
Yeah, just one
Boink.
more that way. There you go. That's good.
But yeah, it casts out. That area is silenced. You all hear the sound coming out of your lips, Ollie, as you're saying, if you want him to live, etc. You just suddenly can't hear yourself speak anymore. Is that your turn, Corva?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like look like I'm keeping busy. I'm just walking down the hallway looking like I'm gonna go clean something.
That is fair. The dude here.
Trying to stay out of their view if I can. Like, oh,
Right now, you are directly in their view.
Oh, okay.
However, this guy says something to you, Alia. You have no idea what he said because he spoke it into the void. But he is straight up rushing you.
I assume that they don't want to talk to you, so they're just gonna keep fighting.
He's gonna skirt around this way, past the chair, and he's just gonna lay into you. He presents what seems to be a great sword, and he's just gonna pummel you with it. 24.
Shit, that hits.
That is a miss. 19.
19 doesn't hit.
19 doesn't hit? That's surprising. You get struck once right in the side for 7 damage.
For what?
7 damage. As he strikes you with his great sword.
Okay.
From
That's
there,
I believe it.
these knights out here, they kind of speak to each other briefly, and this guy runs up to you, Corva, and says, "Hold on there. Who exactly are you?" That's all he's really doing with his turn. This one is gonna pass outside, out the front doors. And this one turns curiously towards you and is not like running up to you, but he's walking in that direction. It is this boyo's turn. He is no longer grappled. That is good. So he is going to do his best. Will he? I don't know. But he... Oopsie. Where is it? Oopsie. I fucked up again. I fucked up the same way twice.
Also, question. When those girls were gossiping about somebody earlier, did I hear a name come from them?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
They weren't naming names. They were just talking about various things that had happened earlier in the service of dinner. Bum. Excuse me, because that was improperly set up. This guy's going to produce his rapier that was on his hilt, and he's going to strike you. But 18 does not hit, so you're okay. He's going to try again, but also misses. So yeah, he's just trying to turn around and strike you, but he's unable to do so. So the top of the turn order, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill his buddy. His buddy's kind of annoying. 19?
It does hit. Easy peasy.
Second attack. Oh.
Okay. Does he deflect your sword out of your hand, or do you get knocked 5 feet away into the corner?
I'll take knocked 5 feet.
All right, you are in this corner presently, and he has separated you from Steiner.
Okay. Last attack. 20.
Same guy?
Yep.
Easy peasy, clunk. And that is you, I believe, correct? Unless you have anything else.
Yep. I'm just gonna move myself here. Like, just back where I was.
Mm-hmm. Corva, it's your turn. This guy's asking what you're doing. Who you are and what you're doing.
I'm gonna use my action, though, to get one of my spell slots back.
How are you doing that?
My book. It's just one of the things that the tome did.
Are you producing your book?
I don't think I need to produce it. I think I just need to like spend a turn like focusing on it, unless you
I
like
would
are
say
making me
you'd
get
have.
it out.
I would say you'd have to produce the book to actually use it.
What is he asking me?
Who are you and what are you doing?
My name is Evangelina. I was just getting ready to clean up the rest of the dishes.
No, I wouldn't say that because I just literally did that. God damn it! 1 second.
That's fine. That's fine.
She does have. I did say I had stuff in my hands, so I looked like I was busy.
I'm just finishing taking the rest of this out.
Where are you going with it then?
To the back door, trash and such.
Trash is to the west.
I'm sorry, it's my first day. I'm still new. I'm trying to get the lay of the land still.
Deception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Doing my best. That's a 13.
You see his eyes,
She looks really scared and like really nervous.
he says, "Ma'am, I think you're going to have to come with me."
Where are we going?
Are you going to follow him?
Where are we going?
He does not respond.
Where does he want me to go?
Seems he's trying to take you south. What do you do? Otherwise, he's taking you.
I'm thinking.
Only got a few seconds.
I wanna get my book out and focus on it.
You produce your book. He seems to be confused why you're doing so. You get a spell slot.
Okay. Sweet. That's the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. That is that. Boyo up here is still fighting with Alia. And he is going to work with his greatsword here. Once more, whacking at you. One whack. 19 doesn't hit, correct?
Yep.
20 does. Maybe?
No, it doesn't.
Damn. What AC am I hitting?
21.
How by 22 does hit, though. For 7 damage again. Hunk.
How bad of a person do I want to be next turn?
How much did he hit for?
7 damage.
Okay, well, that's not that bad.
That being said, this guy says, "Hey, what's that book?" And he's going to try to grab the book from you. Give me a sleight of hand, Corva.
Oh, I ain't good at those. Oh, never mind, I am good at those.
Yeah, he probably can do that. He probably can do that. Yeah, he tries to, like, fumble over the book with you, but you're able to get away from him. He calls back out into the hole with his free action, saying, "Something's happening here," and is going to approach you. This guy was already approaching, and he's going to, like, corner you in like this. He draws a rapier that's at his side, and he says, "What exactly is happening here?" He seems to ready an action to do an attack.
I look very scared.
That is his action. Mark Steiner over here is still silenced.
15. Why the heck is he that high up on the turn order?
Because, oh yeah, why was he...
It's really
after?
weird. Maybe I moved him by accident. I fix. Boink. But I didn't give him a turn, so I'm going to give it to him now. What should he do, though? That's a good question. Interesting. Interesting. I know what he's going to do. He seems to be casting a spell.
Without verbal components.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
Hey,
true.
You can't use verbal
Wait.
here.
But does he know that?
I think he's smart enough to figure out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think at this point, it's been a few rounds of combat and there's been no
Alright.
sound.
He cannot cast that, so good on you. So he's not going to do that. He's smart, but I'm not. Is there another spell that he could cast? Ooh, that might be a spell he could cast.
It has to have only somatic or material components.
Yeah,
It
I
can't
have to just,
if
like-
it has a verb. If it has a verbal, it cannot.
Yep. I just have to double check which of these have which. Alright, so he can't do that.
Reason why I did that.
Fuck that. He is going to disengage and walk
That's
into the
his
separate
action?
room. Yes. And he's gonna walk into that room and shut the door. And that is his turn. It's your turn now.
Okay. As my offhand, I'm going to use this. Wait, Yeah. I don't know if a 19 hits.
19 does hit.
Oh. So 9 plus 6. And then I am gonna run here.
Open the door, I'm
Open
sure.
it. Yeah.
I'll do it
Turn
in a
around.
moment.
Close it. Oh, this is just a small room.
Chris, put me back in that room. I locked myself out, please.
Oh my god, it's tiny.
So, Chris,
Mhm.
can I put a lock on this door?
It opened outward. What are you trying to do? Like, how
Just
are you
lock
trying
it.
to lock it? There does not seem
I
to be
have
any
a
lock
of
on the door.
trickery. I have a lock of trickery.
What is a lock of trickery?
That
It's
is
a
an
lock.
item.
That
I
is
can-
trickery.
That is tricky, yes.
There's no place that you can find here that you could place this lock. But there may be some other way to close the door securely.
I mean, I'm just gonna close the door. If I can't lock it, then I'm like...
Yep, you are shut in this very small space. I'll give you the movement there. But yeah, you're in that very small space with him. Door's closed. He seems to be arming himself with some weapons.
Okay, so I know this is a disadvantage, but I have these things that I'd like to try to use.
Oh boy. That is the thing you can do. Does he have to make a deck save?
He has to make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
No, strength check.
Strength check.
Strength
But
check.
first you have to roll to hit. First you have to roll to hit.
Yeah, and it's technically a disadvantage.
Oh.
Because we're in close quarters. So it's 1d20 plus...
Your dex mod.
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is pretty good. So yeah,
Does that hit?
it does hit him.
Wait. It's a disadvantage. I'm not gonna...
Oh, that's true.
Like... 15.
And it has to hit his AC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does not hit his AC. Oh, actually, wait, he doesn't have armor because I forgot who he was. It does hit his AC, so he needs.
Oh!
He gets to make a strength check now or later.
On his turn. He's
On his turn,
restrained, and he
understood.
can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check. If he fails, he's restrained for 24 hours.
Understood. It is Corva's turn. These men are not being nice to you.
What the hell?
One sec, I'm checking spells really quick. Learn how to treat a lady right! I'm gonna banish them.
Can you banish both of them?
Yep. All
but-
my spells are automatically 5th level.
Oh boy. They have to make what kind of save?
It is a DC 19 charisma save.
He succeeds.
What the fuck?
Other guy probably will not. He nat 20'd. So you just doosh, but nothing happens.
You need to hurry up, girl.
Uh,
I don't have any more spell slots.
this guy, is stuck in a small room. He's going to do his best to break out.
Excuse me, sir. I still had a bonus action.
But he fails.
Alright, never mind.
So he is tied up by the iron bands. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. So he's stuck. He's just stuck. That's all him.
Yeah, he's now fully restrained for 24 hours.
Yep.
24 hours.
However, the door opens up behind you, and this guy's going to actually try to grapple you. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I rolled a 3, so a 12.
Oh, he easily grapples you. So he grabs you from behind, and he's going to use the rest of his movement to just drag you out of that room.
Does he
And-
drag me, like, right here?
No, he can't drag you that far because I just moved that. Oopsies, but... stop!
Does he drag...
Time moving.
I'm trying to grab both of you, but it's being fidgety. This is as far as he can go with the rest of his movement. That all being
Can I
said,
kick the door closed with my foot?
on your turn.
Like, as a reaction?
No, not as a reaction.
I can't kick the door?
Not as a reaction. That being said, this knight, seeing that you're clearly performing some sort of spells, is no longer going to be nice to you. He produces his weapon, and he is going to... Yeah, he's just gonna wallop into you.
Yeah, before.
For 20 and 23 respectively.
Yeah, they both hit.
Whamp whamp for 10 and 11 respectively.
1 second. My temp HP is gone. What the fuck? That
This
was- What was it?
10 and 11 respectively. This other guy is going
Oh,
to
you need to hurry the fuck up.
stab out with his rapier. 23, 26, and 15.
26 and 15.
First 2 hit.
For this much damage. Oopsie. For 15 damage.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna die for you!
Ollie, it is your turn. You're grappled.
So I gotta break it?
You can try to break the grapple. You can try to, like, swing feebly at this guy.
Being
Your
grappled
choice.
doesn't do anything to your attacks. They'd still be normal.
Oh, cool.
It's just movement 0.
That's fine.
I'm gonna say no sneak attack bonus, though, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
What the heck? Surprise.
He's not surprised, and he's holding you.
10 for the first one.
Yeah, but he's closer, so you can dig it in more.
Exactly. 13 for the second one.
You're doing good damage, though. Jesus.
13 for the last one.
Yeah, you're just stabbing into this guy as he tries to hold you. That's pretty much that, unless you have anything else to do.
No.
All right, Corva, you're getting stabbed.
First of all, I'm gonna use a bonus action to healing word myself. Because, you know, I'd like that right now.
Healing word how?
But I'm a cleric!
Just making sure.
Yeah, so much healing, ooh-wee. Love being a cleric, ooh-wee.
You gave me Misty Step, right? Misty Step and Invisibility?
No, it's invisibility counterspell.
Oh, got it.
Get the fuck away from me! I gotta see how many things of a thing I get.
I really
That
wish I
sounds
took
really
your
dumb.
bag of...
I have to see how many things of a thing I get.
I really wish I took your bag of holding.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. God damn. God damn. Sir, get the fuck away from me! I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy in front of me.
And I started blasting.
Get the fuck. I don't think that
That is a
hits.
miss. Big miss.
I hit him again.
That is a
I
hit.
think that hits. So 12, and he gets booped over here.
He
the
takes
bushes.
an additional damage from hitting the wall.
He should be over here. Excuse me, like over here, like down a bit.
Just applying his
Thank you.
damage.
Thank you. And then I'm pushing this guy away from me too. Like I don't like you either. Fuck off.
Cool, cool. Does he have anything he can do about that? No, he cannot. So he also gets pushed away. Cool, cool, cool.
That's 20 feet, by the way, that he gets. Wait, how much is it? 10 feet he gets pushed away?
Also, his health bar is not showing. I can fix that. Blink. And then he's dealt this much damage and then pushed how far?
10 feet.
10 feet. Zoinks. I cannot read that number. I'm gonna assume this. And then fix it later. Yoink.
Okay, and now, am I still within
enough.
hitting range for either of them?
Depends
'Cause
on
you
what you're
made
trying to
this
hit with.
No, I'm trying to leave. When
No,
I get attack
you
opportunity.
you are not in attack of opportunity range at the moment.
I am running. Ah! I'm going down here, my full movement. Get me away!
That is a thing that you do. He is stuck. He is going to be... I don't think he can do anything at the moment because he's restrained.
Yeah, he's really just out of this combat.
Yeah, this guy is in a state... You know, this guy's gonna say fuck it. He's gonna disengage, walk over to the door, open it up, and head out.
Where's
Yeah.
lock? Or, I mean, I guess he never did fully finish locking it.
He was trying to open the door, not lock it. That
That's why
being
I
said,
said you should have just locked the door yourself.
yeah, he's gonna run to his full movement out to here. You see him coming
He's-
towards you, Corva, but
He's a maid getting bullied.
he's quite bloody and stabbed various times. This knight also sees what's happening. He's going to run his full movement, and then he's going to whack at you.
Chris, if I remember correctly, it was
What?
find the dude if you can get information. If not, kill him.
Essentially.
Cool. I
Uh,
just might be at the killing part.
However, what's your AC?
Oh, come help me. 19.
One hits for 9 damage.
Althea, come out and help me. He's already restrained.
This guy's heading over here. He pulls something. Cling, 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 cling. He's gonna use the rest of his movement to run into this room. Cool dealio. That's what happened there. And it's Alia's turn.
Okay. Well, realistically, how much does this guy weigh?
Heavy. He's a big duder. He's about 160 pounds.
I'm gonna drop the silence in a second. Just make it quick.
So if I dragged him while dashing.
When dragging
Or
someone,
whatever
you're moving
you
at half speed, essentially.
But if I bonus action dash.
That's your action, correct, to dash?
No, bonus action.
Oh, right.
dash.
Oh, right. You got a bonus action.
So would I
yeah.
have 60 feet?
You'd have... How much do you normally have for for
30.
bonus action dash?
You had 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd
If
only
it's
be
half
able
your movement, you'd be able, and you're moving twice, you'd be able to move your normal
30.
movement once.
Yeah. What do you say?
So let me just.
I'll drag him wherever you're dragging him.
We've got plenty of movement.
There's a window here. Isn't
There is a
there?
window.
We're going out the window, you guys.
It is an action to drag him. You can do whatever you want with the rest of your movement and bonus action, but it would also be an action to break the window. Be aware.
Can we just murder this man?
Can I throw him out the window?
Oh my god.
You can bonus. You can't grab him and throw him out the window on the same action. That's the only key here.
Do I really want to keep him for information, or should I just kill him at this point?
I will die.
Alright, let's just kill him. I'm just gonna, everything has advantage. If I lay him on the ground, is he prone? Does that mean everything crits?
I believe so.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take him in his bound state and lay him on the ground
I
prone.
don't think that's how it works.
Is that not how it works? Let me double check.
No, if he was
I don't care if it
paralyzed, if he was
works.
paralyzed,
I don't care if it's how it works. He will be prone and he'll be looking up as I just take this rapier and I jab it between his eyes.
Let me double check. Restrain 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay,
well, yeah, that
cool.
part, but they're not auto crits.
Yeah, they're not
That's
auto
the thing
crits.
I wanted to try. Well, 29 for the first one.
Easy stab.
11.
You're just butchering this poor man.
17. Yes, right between the eyes. This one's 15. Is he dead yet?
Nope.
17?
No
armor.
Yeah, no armor, so that does hit.
Is he dead yet? No.
He's not dead.
This is definitely much.
You'll get like one question in.
I don't really care anymore. Well, true. Fair enough.
He's just bleeding profusely at the moment. It is Corvus' turn.
One second, our baby Corvo wants to see how much. Okay, so dropping silence. So get rid of the circle at this point.
Circle's gone. Sound resumes.
I hate this man. Well, first of all, I'll try finishing off Tiny Boy with an Eldritch Blast.
You can. It hits.
Is he dead?
He's not dead. He goes into the wall over here, taking a tiny bit of damage. Ouchie.
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
I'll push this guy into the wall. Or try to.
Oh, man. All right. This is the fun one. Go ahead and roll that damage. I'm going to do the damage first.
Ooh, that's my. Ooh,
He
that's
takes-
my net 1 on damage.
He takes some baby damage. However,
Do I push him through the door?
yes. Will he actually go through the door? That is a good question.
I mean, he's
The
pushed
door
10
breaks open, falls off his hinges. How far does he go back? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Kadoosh. As he lands on the table and flops over, he is prone at the moment.
I run. He see this guy? He's still got one left. Ah, fuck you.
That is probably a kill. That is a kill. You blast him again into the wall, and he falls to the ground.
Where was
Does he
I?
fall
was right
through the
here.
wall?
No.
Does he go through the wall?
No.
Right here. I can get right in front of the door.
The door's open.
I'm just like, oh yeah. Whatever you gotta ask this man, hurry up, we gotta go.
Wait.
You can hear the alarms now.
Wait. You have. What would it be for him to give me? What would it be if you would give me? Drop your bag of holding.
He can't fit in it. We changed the rules for bag of holding.
Yep, it was
What?
getting abused.
It was getting abused. So he can't
You
fit
could
in the
fit
bag.
one person into it. You could drag him in, but you would have to make athletics checks to try to actually drag him in, because he's a big boy.
That's fine.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
say
gonna just
it's a free action to toss your bag of holding if you wanted to.
toss it.
Wait, I'll toss it. Oh shit! Can we wait until my next turn? Because then I can give you enhance ability.
No, it's fine. I can, after I get a minute, I can visible and misty step out.
Shit, you right. Yeah, go for it. Get him in the bag.
So Corvo tosses me the bag of holding.
Yep, get him in.
He looks up to you, Alia, and says, "We couldn't work this out, huh?"
He said we could or we couldn't.
We couldn't. He's asking the question. We couldn't work this out.
There's a chance.
This guy is going to use the remainder of his movement to step back up and then head around the corner, following you, Corva. You hear the front door open, and several people step through. They do see the commotion that's going on, and they are going to dash as much as they can down the hallway.
We gotta go.
This guy's stuck. He can't move that far.
I'm gonna get ready to break the window in a second here too.
Dude, just get out. I'm thinking if I can get this right, I can get him in the bag of holding and then use my bonus action to misty step outside of the manor.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I'm at least outside.
Cool deal. What is your passive perception, Alia?
21.
You see someone moving outside. Also, Corva, the other door opens.
Way!
I think that's everyone. It is this boy's turn. This guy's he's gonna do an action.
Boy.
He's the goy. He's doing an action. It is Alia's turn. There's a
Okay.
there
Put him in
you.
the bag of holding.
All right, I need an athletics check.
Can't I just like open it on the ground and push him in?
Yeah, but you have to push him in. No, yeah, this guy's too heavy. You're able to lift him up, but not much, so it'll take a couple more turns at this rate.
So, is enhance ability an action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Is it?
It's an action.
We'll double
If I
check.
helped her pull him into the bag, could we get it?
You would be aiding, and that would give her advantage.
Uh-huh.
Enhance ability is
That would
indeed an
be-
action.
I'm trying to see what my options are to see if I can break this window with a bonus action somehow.
Got Eldritch Blast. Unless that's a
It's
reaction.
an action. It's an
Ah,
action.
shit.
Do you have an extra misty step?
No,
Oh,
I have
okay.
nothing. I need the window broken. Oh.
Firstly, you probably want to step in the room.
Yeah, that's true.
Why won't my token get in the room?
I don't know. Are you on your
You have
ruler?
the wall there still. No, you have
You're-
the wall there
you still have the wall
Is there
there.
a wall there? Oh shit, there is.
Move the
Boop, my bad.
wall. Itch.
Do I have any bonus action spells I could use?
So,
No, I don't. He's too fat. I can't get him in the back.
oh. Well, action enhance ability on the both of us for strength, I guess.
Alright, yeah, so you approach her and you're gonna aid her?
No.
Oh, no, yeah,
enhance
I'm
ability
dumb,
for
I'm dumb. Yeah,
strength.
enhance
Are
ability.
dumb.
Yeah, well, actually, you do have to get up to her because it's a touch spell. Boop.
Boop.
Do you do anything to the door?
Close it.
You can close it. Yes, yes.
What do I want to do with the door? I don't know. I don't have any spells.
Since I had a bonus action I didn't use, can I use my bonus action to toss Corvo my lock of trickery?
Yes. Yes.
Can I bonus action lock the door?
You can try to. Let me double check. Just
It's like
very
a
briefly.
padlock. You just clank it.
Yes.
Just clink. Just you put it in and clink.
Yes. I will let you do that. There's a particular lock that allows that near the top that just wasn't locked prior. So you slink it around there, and you can click it open or closed if you want to.
I close it.
That is your action to do that, so you can't do enhanceability, for the record.
Okay, fuck you, Alia. Good luck. I'm locking this door.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I can't prepare an action because that was my action. I get ready to die.
Cool deal.
Wait. So what was the bonus action then there?
Bonus action was for Alia on her previous turn to toss you the lock. You
Okay,
grab
so
the
I
lock.
have-
Yeah, you
I
still
have
have
a
your bonus.
You have your bonus action, yes.
Okay, beautiful. Ooh, what does this do?
You want a bonus action? Just throw something out the window?
Can I do that?
Thinking no. Let me double check.
Oh.
Real briefly. Oopsie, everything's breaking.
It's fine if no.
I'll let you.
I can just. What? What?
I'll let you do it.
The brick window.
Yes. You have your full or most of your movement essentially. What are you going to try to throw through this window?
Just like something heavy that was probably sitting on the table here.
They seem to have like a chessboard or something. They do have the chairs though.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeet.
You break the window open.
A chair.
Lovely.
And you see it clatter out into the yard.
I'm still a maid.
He is down. It is the knight's turn. You can move wherever you want to with that. You hear the door just like, and then you hear a pounding on the door.
Ollie, we gotta go.
Yes.
We gotta go.
However,
Listen, if I've learned anything from Crit Roll, is doors a very formidable opponent.
through the window, using their climbing action, he's able to get here. And he is more stunned than anything, so he's not going to act on this turn. But he's just like, what's happening in here? This guy is done with what he's doing. Alia and Corva make a perception check.
I have passive 22 and she has passive 21. Is that good
That
enough?
is fair. You hear glass breaking.
I hear what?
Glass breaking.
Glass breaking.
Oh. Fun.
God, your big Garrets, get them out of here.
Okay, can I push him in my bag now?
I can't see.
You have enhance ability. Go ahead and do your athletics
No,
check.
she doesn't have enhance ability.
Ah,
Good
shit.
luck.
You can try again. Oof. Yeah,
my
he's just so
God.
goddamn fat.
Just kill him! Just kill him, please! There's so many people here.
Okay, bonus action.
Funk. That's probably a kill.
12?
You stab him once more, but he's still breathing.
That's cool.
my
Sneak attack.
God. Oh yes! Sneak attack.
That is just enough. What do you do?
Fuck this.
I look down and go, you're right, we couldn't work this out. And just stab through.
He gurgles some blood out of his mouth before you see his eyes roll into the back of his head.
Can I take the bands back? I believe.
I don't know how they work, but I'm gonna assume you can just do whatever the fuck you want with them because they're your bands.
Alright, I take the bands back. I put them in the bag.
You plop it in the bag. You have your movement?
Yeah, Hey, come on.
Bonus
worry about
action
this guy.
dash. Bonus action
You're gonna dash fucking behind this man?
I'm gonna just dash. I can just dash behind him.
Yeah, you're
Fine,
right.
it's fine.
Are you hopping
Going
out the
through
window? If you are,
Dashing out
he's
the window.
all right. He's gonna take an attack of opportunity. Wait, you don't. You have that
Fuck
thing.
you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't attack him, so he technically gets it.
Oh, he does. Okay. So he's going to do that thing. Boom. 21
Hits. It meets beats.
for 6 damage as he catches you.
Cool.
You can go the rest of your distance though.
I'm still going. I'm going as far as I can.
That is a thing you can do. Corva.
Hitting a. Or, wait, no. Ew. Peeping Tom. And then I push him into the wall with Eldritch Blast.
Cool. Cool. Firstly, he's gonna make a dex save to see if he can land. He cannot. So yeah, he flies off the bed into the wall and slumps down. He is also prone.
And then I'm jumping out the window.
Oh right. Because there's a wall there. Alia, you
Yes.
boop, hop out the window. Corva, boop, you hop out the window.
Do I see any baddies over here?
No, that guy seems to be have been the one.
Do I see him down here? This guy down here?
Yes, you do see that boy there.
Hey, fucker!
He seems
Hey, fucker!
he seems to be wielding a glaive, but not armor.
What?
It's
Oh,
not
no,
our
I
turn
was-
yet, huh? We have to wait for their turn yet, or I don't know how Chris is.
Oh yeah, like I assume
It's
you're
still
gonna go
Corvus' turn.
invisible in a second. Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, stop, fucker! I have 2 more of these.
Yeah, that hits the range.
He goes flying back into this wall.
Doosh. Zoosh. He does not hit the wall, but he goes back.
No, he got
oh,
hit
right,
twice.
that's
So
true.
20.
That is true. Is that your whole turn? Do you have any movement?
Oh, I'm gonna bonus action turn into a bird, and I get like 30 more feet. I'm gonna go this way.
Yep, move your max distance as you choose. Mark Steiner is now dead. Goodbye, Mark Steiner. His friend
Oh
has
wait, I can move more.
is busy in another room. The knights are busy in their room. Is that your max distance, Alia? From last turn?
I don't know. I think it was like here.
Here, I'll
For my
produce you.
turn.
Hold up. Here's where you were last turn, so do your movement real quick.
It was bonus action dash. So let's see.
Oh yeah, you can go hella
So
distance.
like,
Yeah, you get in front of me.
let's just say like here.
So, like that, and yeah, you can get in front of Corva. Zoop!
Woo!
Okay.
We
I
out
don't know.
here.
Is it my turn?
No, it is not. It's the knight's turn. This guy's gonna get up and then try to follow you back out the window, but he only has half his movement, which is there. This guy's turn. He's first gonna come over here. Man. He's gonna do a thing. This guy seems to be casting a spell.
Oh yeah.
I counter spell.
Yes. Cool. It counterspells.
Oh,
And he looks angry, so he's going to use the rest of his movement to dash at you.
oh no.
So he is in range, but he can't do anything else. It's your turn.
Wait, you have Misty Step.
No. You remember? You said it was invisibility and.
Oh yeah,
counter-
you're right. Yeah. Invisibility.
Okay,
coverage. I
so-
mean, you can disengage and then. Oh wait, no, that's your action or bonus action disengage.
Bonus action. Can I make an
Best play?
offhand attack?
Yeah, you can do kind of whatever you want. You're still in combat, but if you want the pro play, I would say.
No. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I can now run the fuck away. Which way's back to where we were staying at the
It's
inn?
over.
You
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah, you
We
mostly
want
need to get over
we
the
gotta
wall.
hop the fence
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Apparently,
cool.
you can't bonus action attack unless you use your action to attack.
Oh, that
Oh.
much is true.
That's fair. Okay, You know what? Fair enough. So I guess
If you go invisibility and he does an attack of opportunity on you, I think
Yeah.
he'll have disadvantage.
The pro play, go invisible and run the fuck away and just take the attack. Cause like even if he
that's what I'm
hits,
gonna
like
do.
worst case
It's a
scenario.
disadvantage, yeah.
Alright, so action, invisibility, bonus action, dash.
That is the thing you can do.
So I can get 60 feet.
Go.
that's
Hold on.
alright.
Don't move. I'm gonna measure it for you. 60
I'm
feet
off
is
the
your
map.
total.
Yes, I'm off the map.
I know, but we have to calculate other things. Is that on top of your normal movement?
60 is because she's dashing. So it's the
yeah, I'm
30
just making
from
sure.
regular, 30 from dash.
All right, so you can make it from there to the wall, and you can start climbing it, but you're not quite up yet.
Got it.
However, he is going. You are invisible.
Yes.
He is
it will
going
take
to
disadvantage.
take his attack. 20.
Does not hit.
Alas, he swings and a miss. And he's turning his attention to you now, Corva.
I'm a
but it's your
fucking
turn.
bird.
Yeah.
I'm dashing too. I'm gonna go this way and then dash.
Zoop. That is what you do. This
I can fly 120, however, though, so you know.
this guy got stuck on this fence, so he can't do much. This guy is going to do his best. He might be able to make it. He's just gonna be following Corva though. Let me try one last thing.
I'm flying into the trees, so like they can't see me. Maybe.
This guy vaults over. Oh Jesus, he grew. He vaults over the fence and then charges at you.
Can he?
He did it.
I mean, I'm off the map because I dashed. And
how far did you move?
As a bird, my fly speed is 120 with a dash.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna fucking wing it. He's gonna fucking throw his weapon at you.
Good luck.
Oh my. He hit. He got a 25 on a disadvantage.
I mean, would he even be able to reach? Like, when? When does he throw it? Because I'm, like, 60 feet off the map.
It's all happening at around the same time. He does hit you, though. You're about 10 feet off the ground. He strikes your bird form for 11 damage.
I need to know, like, when he does this, though, because...
Around the same time you're crossing the wall, he is throwing his weapon at you.
But my turn is before
But it's all happening in the same 6-second period. That's how rounds work. So he is throwing his thing and he's trying to strike you. He's within range. He can do it.
Can I tell you my reasoning? Because even before he would have started his turn to move, I would have already been 60 more feet off the map.
You have... So you say you're traveling 120 feet from this position to this position to that position.
Yes, and it's more than that, so add another 40 feet off the map from there.
Still within his range, so he's yeeting it out.
What kind of thrown weapon does he have?
He's just using an improvised thrown weapon. He's doing his best, but he does hit. So you are struck for 11 damage. Are you out of bird form?
Yep.
That means you are tumbling.
Is he proficient with improvised weapons?
Yes. However, you drop 10 feet after you pop out of bird form.
Oh wow, so much damage.
So, you take the following. As you land on the ground, Alia, you hear her clatter onto the alleyway that you were there. What do you do? There's an alleyway that runs north and south that you are in right now. You also hear the bells begin to ring again.
Can I try to pull Corva into this bag of holding?
I can get up. Just go. I move right after you.
Alright, then fine. I'm just booking it.
Alright. Alia books it.
As I book it, I'm going to use the sending stone that I was given by Eye Fetish Lady. I don't remember her name.
Indra.
Yeah, Eye Fetish Lady. Anyways, so gonna sending and be like, there was a little hitch, but he's dead. Just leave it at that as I run back to the place.
Cool. Corva, you stand and run, I imagine?
I can bird form again.
You are a bird again. You fly so far away that it doesn't even matter. You are out of combat. That is that. that is
Owie.
that assassination occurred. Where do you guys reconvene?
The hotel room. The pub room, I'm
Mhm.
guessing.
That-
Corva's just probably like, I'm just washing blood off my clothing, and it's very methodical.
I am not me right now. I'm an elf, and I look very upset.
Did you redo your disguise?
I mean, I can redo it at any given.
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't know
moment.
if you were though.
I am an elf, and I look like I'm in dapper clothing. I look very upset. I'm an elf with a resting bitch face.
Gareth, you were there as well.
Yes, Gareth was just sitting there, and we come in bloodied.
You were there though. What do you do?
Just look at Gareth and just say, just
Don't ask.
don't ask.
Don't ask.
To your sending.
I give Corva back his ring of spell storing.
Thank
To your sending, you do hear a voice come in your head around the time you're like getting out of harm's way and back toward the tavern. Hopefully you learned a lot. Let me know as soon as you can.
I'm just gonna. Can I respond again? Is that how the way
No.
the sending stones work?
No. You gotta wait till tomorrow.
Corva, do you have a ring of sending I can borrow for a moment? Or is that this ring?
I have one slot left.
I need it for a reason.
If you're going to the road, I'd
I'm
like to
not-
come
I'm
with later.
Well,
Not right now, but I'd like to come with. I gotta buy stuff down there. I'd like to come.
alright. That's
I
fine.
also have some questions to ask people. Here you go.
I'm gonna take.
We-
Corva
we-
sounds like he's. Corva sounds
We
like
never
he's sitting
speak
on.
of this night ever again.
Corva sounds like he's just rocking back and forth in a corner right now.
No, it's more so like the tired dad look, like tired. I looked really cute, and they didn't appreciate how cute I looked, and I'm just kind of upset.
I'm just gonna message Sandra again and go, no information was obtained. Don't even bother yelling at me.
What was that last part? Don't even bother yelling at me.
I know, but you couldn't have done better.
Oof. There's no reply to that sending.
It's fine. Alia's just not a happy camper. That the guy showed up out of nowhere in plate armor, like, bruh.
I mean, he was already wearing his armor.
That and the fact that her noodle arms are a lot worse than she thought they were.
Yeah, that's the real kicker. You're just a weak little noodle. And both of the two people on this mission were the weak little noodles, so there's not much that can be done.
No, we don't have anybody in the party that isn't a weak noodle right now.
Gareth is right there.
Gareth, what's your strength mod?
Enough.
Yeah, what's enough?
With or without my
Without.
my gauntlets of ogre power.
Without.
1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I have gauntlets of ogre power.
For my curiosity, could Alia make one more strength check or athletics check rather?
I don't even wanna. It's gonna be good, isn't it?
Yeah. That would have been enough. I felt it in my bones. It's like if they take one more turn, I bet they'll get it. But that's the way it played out.
Time.
That being said, you guys get back to the tavern. You reconvene with everyone. What shall you do?
Let's go to the road. Let's just go.
It is the middle of the night, but you could go to the road if you choose.
That is the best time to go to the road.
True.
I'm just gonna swing by his house. At a distance.
What, you're trying to go back to the scene of crime?
Yeah, but just, observing from a distance.
Yeah, you
As a
had...
blonde bimbo lady.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a blonde elf.
Y'all do
It's
your...
I'm a blonde
bimbo
elf.
lady.
Y'all take the blonde bimbo route.
Wait, could we have short rested first?
It's only
Yeah.
15 minutes or so.
Okay, I have my spell slots back.
But yeah, you wander back to that area. You do see that there are a lot of the watch and vigil guards, all in their various armors and cloaks, who seem to be surrounding the area. The streets are blocked off, and they're seeming to be interrogating a lot of people passing around the streets.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
What?
I forgot that I'm an 11th level warlock now, so I have 3 spell slots.
Well,
So I had
Oh my
another spell
God.
slot that whole time.
It's fine. It's already
Oh
over.
no!
Fucking dumbass.
I forgot! I'm used to 2!
I'm tempted to just go back in and just raid his shit.
Oh, it's...
There are a lot of fucking people here. Like,
Yeah,
at
I know.
most, you can
Terrible
count like
idea.
15 people, all like decked out in various armors, and you do see that some of them are not just like guards. They're like, these people are beefy.
I'm bringing
Yeah, let's
myself
just
up
go to
to
the
full. Let's just
Black
go to the
market.
road.
Black market.
I wanna meet your road friends. Right now, I'm
Oh.
having a time.
Actually, yeah. Let me take another quick bathroom break, okay?
Oh my god, how big is your bladder?
1 second, though.
Steiner and Buddy Bro TP is dead.
Where did
I
you
don't
put
even know.
that?
In my notes. I have a note document where I put shit. Like for Gareth, for the dream last night, I have dream.
Hey,
What?
Uh,
What?
Adrian, say something to a guard. You are at the premises of where the murder happened.
I was gonna say something like, what? It's like, what in God's name happened here? Everyone's running around like a chicken with their heads cut off.
All right, that's what they're going to hear as they pass by.
Alright, good shit.
Wait, hold on. What kind of elf? Half elf or full elf?
He is a full elf. Looks
Okay.
like a high elf.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Being ad.
Hold on. Just 30 more seconds. Ads are fun. I like using ads. I want to keep seeing how much money it makes. I assume nothing, because the last times I've done it is nothing. But then apparently Hey Hi did he got fucking $3 off of ads. I don't know how.
Oh.
Because people don't put ad blockers on for Hey Hi streams.
Yes. That's a lot of money.
$3?
Yeah, this is pretty good from ads.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can buy a sandwich.
Yeah. Like, at least
You
a
can
pack
buy
of gum.
chicken nuggies.
Oh, man.
You could get a
Can you?
$20 20-piece chicken nuggies with that price, can't you?
That's real cheap for nuggies. I don't know, man.
McDonald's.
I never go to McDonald's, so I don't know.
Chicken
Um,
nuggets. Price.
that being said, as you guys are passing by this crime scene that you created, you do see an elf seeming to say that, or asking of the guards, what exactly happened here? You guys are running around like you are chickens with your head cut off.
Can I join in that conversation? Yeah, what did happen?
They explain kind of what you already know. There seems to have been a murder here. They do report that Sir Steiner has died. There was a homicide here. They just give the details, but you do hear.
Yeah, but what's the name of the other dude who died?
Well, see, that's where you hit me in the feels, because I don't know his name. Hold on. Bloomberg.
You created a
Bloomberg,
character
There you go.
who had an annoyingly high AC because he's a fucking plate mail, and you didn't give him a name.
I usually don't. However, they do seem to reveal the name. You do hear a few other people who are around this elf, kind of like, just, oh my god.
I'm an elf too!
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
But, everyone's just like, oh my, Sir Steiner's dead, oh my god. And you see, like, the elf lad, take a pensive look at the information as you guys are passing by.
Do I know who this
I'd
elf
like
lad
to
is?
do
stab
not.
the elf.
You do
Like
not
to
stab
stab
the elf.
I'd like
Have
to
I
stab the elf.
heard of this elf in my travels?
You have not.
Is he pretty?
He is tall with long black hair.
Can
I'm
I
just gonna like
please
look
do
at
a
him because
history
I'm a
check?
blonde elf right now. I'm just gonna like look at him like squint like.
Like,
You
we
squinted
heard
him,
the
he-
story. We heard the story about this asshole putting a fucking arrow in a tree. Can I at least do a history check?
I'm gonna say no, but you do note that he is carrying a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
If I
and
were
I'm
there,
se-
would I be able to make a history check?
You'd probably have a better chance of it. I'd be willing to let you,
I
but
literally just did research on these
it's true.
people.
He knows more.
Can I try to pickpocket this
Oh no,
man?
I ain't gonna
No.
hit on him, Jerry.
Yeah, there are too
What do
many
you
guards
mean,
here to
no?
pickpocket.
No, just just
As
like,
we walk
rush.
away, can I say like, who the fuck puts an arrow in the tree again? By the way, that still makes me mad that that arrow is in the tree.
yes.
No,
That still makes me mad.
you don't know
I
who
will
this
join.
is, but you do
No,
know.
I'm just talking about the tree, man. I don't know what you're on about. That arrow in that tree still makes
That
it
poor
makes
tree
me
has
so mad.
feeling.
That tree had feelings.
It had a
That
light.
arrow is so gaudy in that tree. They
It's
should have
just-
taken it down.
He probably glances
Without
back and
consent.
squints.
Just without consent. What kind of fucking dumbass of a person
In
who
the
has no
middle
brain?
of a church. In the middle of a church.
Really?
That being said, you pass by the crime scene. You're heading to the black market.
Yeah.
We're heading to the road and the black market. We're having a fun time.
You guys do indeed head down to the black
I'm an
market.
elf.
I'll put.
I'm an elf.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf.
I am a full-blooded, full elf man.
I'm an elf.
Weeping.
However, you do end up in the black market. What is the play? What's your plan?
Meeting up with Syndra.
Yes. You indeed meet up in some of the back rooms. Are you bringing Corval along?
I bring Corbett in as a bird.
No, I'm an elf. She knows the bird.
I mean, sure.
You bring Corvin in as the elf?
Yeah.
That is the thing. You head into these rooms, wait a few minutes, and then she does show up. Who's that?
One of the maids. She was
So-
pretty.
I didn't know you swung that way.
To be fair, I can swing a lot of ways.
She kind of like studies you for a minute, Corva. Shrugs. No info.
Not a chance. All the fuck is in plate mail?
And of course, you didn't come to ask me what was exactly happening there. Either way, no loss in the end. Well, a little loss, but
Well, it killed him and it killed Bloomberg. It's two people out.
don't even know who that is. Probably not worth their time. Good job, though.
I mean, it was better than you could do, because that's why they called me in.
You're being a little rude, and I don't appreciate
Corva
it.
makes that sound. He makes that.
She just kind of looks between you. You're being a little rude, and I don't appreciate it, but I have my job as you do yours.
You and I both know how much you like it when I do fuck up. I'm just not in the mood tonight.
What happens to you is beyond me. We all have our bad days.
It's overtly annoying. What kind of fucking noble? Do we even know what's in that back house of his next to the temple?
It's some closed off area. Used to be another part of the temple, I think.
Hmm. So why did we want him dead anyways?
He's been working with people. We don't know who, but they're not us. We don't quite like that. Him not working with them benefits everyone.
Fair enough there. Well, he's gone. So is his annoying general buddy.
I'll make sure to let them know back out west.
Nah, I'll let them know myself.
Very well.
Alright, anything else you need me to do in this city?
Refresh me, because I have a tiny brain. You were given another task if you had the time. If
I
I'm not
was
mistaken.
told if I have time, come back and I'll give you another task. It wasn't so much, this is the second task, do it if you have time.
Was it? Because this is my tiny brain. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus. Let me see real quick. Nope. You were given another task.
I was?
Yes. Check your note and roll 20.
Me.
It's all exciting.
Information on the current actions of the Magisters. As for the Magisters, it doesn't seem like there's much there. They all seem kind of just, just uppity.
And that is how they are here. We've been trying to figure out what's going on with them. They're very closed off. We can't get anyone inside.
It's hard to get even anything out of them once they get in. You know, they have all these hidden rooms in their buildings, but it's all magic based. Nothing a lock and a pick can't go through.
Don't have
Really
a lot of rogues that are competent enough to find those areas out. I don't believe that's your expertise.
Nope, I'm just gonna find the rooms, can't get into them.
Good enough that you found them. She confers with you if you're willing to give the locations of some of the secret panels you found.
Yeah.
Cool deal. She notates those. Otherwise, she says, not a bad job, though. It's a shame we couldn't find out more. However, when you return back to the West, I'm sure you'll get a reward.
Maybe. More interested in going back to his house. He's dead and just going through his shit.
I wouldn't recommend that. There's gonna be guards
I
sprawling
know.
through that place, and not just any
It's the
guards.
worst. Not just any guards.
You don't want to play with the Watch. They're beyond both of us.
What's the watch?
They're a unique set of adventurers that operate only in Bastion.
Sounds like losers.
They're
Who's an adventurer that only operates in one place?
anyone who's in Bastion. I guess you're not from here, though.
No, you don't look like you're from here either.
I'm not. Your accent, it's from the West.
Yes. I came here to see if I could get a road contact myself.
Don't look like the type. Cute, though.
Yeah. You wouldn't say that otherwise.
She just kind of shrugs and spins the dagger she was holding in her hand.
Would there happen to be a black-haired elf in the watch?
I can think of a few.
He's super long. Probably the
River
biggest longbow.
Barrows.
Longest longbow I've ever seen, honest.
Hold
Pale
up.
as fuck, long black hair.
Hold up. She names a few names. There's Alase, there's Alion, there's Adrian, there's Elistar, there's Thalon.
Wow, those are all really generic elf names.
They are. I didn't get a name. He was just at the crime scene.
None of my business.
Just thought you needed to know, just in case they come poking.
Oh,
mean,
we're
I'd be-
already prepared.
I love Cherry. I don't appreciate this attacking of my character.
Yeah.
Cherry, you
Also-
pick on Corvus fashion all the time. It's fine.
Also, who was the asshat who put the arrow in the tree?
I wouldn't know anything about that. What tree are you even talking about?
You know, the one in the church, yeah.
Huh, like I'd go to church.
You know what? Touche.
Either way, you'll be wanting this. She presents you a little or a set of documents that are enclosed in paper.
What's this for?
Whoever you're traveling with, these will get you out of the country.
You can't just check out and leave.
Oh, absolutely not. They'll make sure the right people are leaving. No one goes in or out of Bastion, remember?
Yes, it is a very annoying city to get into.
This will get you at least one more passage through Bastion if you need to, but if you're heading back west, it shouldn't be a problem.
So these are basically spare get into Bastion free cards.
Exactly.
Also, we probably should give that Oscar dude a raise. The one that's in the south wall?
Yeah, he's
seawall.
kind of pathetic. Kind of pathetic. But in like a good kind of way.
I'm gonna put a good word in for him.
Yeah, he deserves it. His coworkers hate him. And, well, I don't particularly care if they like him or dislike him. If we lose our border boy, that's going to slow action into the city. That would be annoying.
She agrees. Do you have any other business with Syndra?
Hi, do you know who I can talk to about getting a road contact around here? You know.
She just kind of squints at you. And then
It's not you.
She squints at you, looks at Alia, squints back at you, looks at Alia.
I shrug.
I mean, like, a different one. That's not either of you.
Looks to you, looks back to Alia. You shouldn't bring weirdos here.
Well, if the weirdo becomes too weird, I can always just offer.
Good point.
Wow. A little offended.
I give Corva a look that's like, you know, when a mom's like, if you take one more step, I swear to God.
Alright, let's go.
Do you indeed peace out?
As I leave the... What?
About that one girl with the eyeballs. That one time. Whatever happened to the girl?
Who are you talking to?
Syndra.
What
About the eyeballs that she wanted.
happened to the girl? I don't know. Last I heard, she left the country.
I thought you'd go after her after you lost her.
None of my business. I was just given a job.
What were the eyes for, anyways?
Also none of my business. I was just given a job.
You still gonna try to kill my party at some point?
If I was given a job. Your party has no business with mine.
Let's hope it stays that way.
You might think I have ill will towards you, but I don't.
To me, I know you don't. To my party,
I'm sure they're lovely people in their own time. They just got in the way.
I am lovely, thank you.
She squints
Not
at you
that
again.
party, though.
Yeah, I'll be more careful about the blonde people I bring in here. See you next time.
Una momento
Bye.
while I do
Oh.
a thing.
By the way, miss, your eyes are looking a little green. You should get them checked out.
What? Even I don't understand what you just said.
The eyes that we gave her were green. And nasty.
Yes. So you're basically admitting to what you're doing, Jer?
What does that mean?
Are you admitting what you did?
No, I'm just saying, hey, your eyes are looking a little green. You should get them checked out.
Okay. Yeah, she just like confusedly looks at you. Give me a deck save.
She's gonna throw a knife at me.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. She just throws a knife. She directs it past your head, and it nails into the wall behind you. And she's just kind of like squints at you again and gives a grin.
I give like the like tiny like when you like bend your hand a little bit at the knuckles to wave like bye bye.
She bids you all adieu, and you head back out into the black market.
You're gonna get me killed.
Nah, I'm gonna get myself killed.
I mean, yes, but I'll be killed for bringing you in here. Right.
No, you're good, you're good.
So who do you want to find here?
I actually really did want to find a contact. I didn't know that's who you'd be talking to, though, so...
What kind of contact do you want?
Somebody that'll keep me in charge of where I am. I'll talk to Maria about it, maybe.
I mean, just turn Maria into your favor, and I'll just make sure that all the information you need gets your way.
Mm-hmm.
Road deals with the main info, but the smaller guilds like me enough that I get their, like, country info as well.
Ooh, how fancy.
So I can just direct information towards Maria, and she can give it to you if you want.
Oh, that would
However,
be nice.
You can't fire her at that point.
I know. I want to, though.
Just lock her in the basement, torture her for a bit. That usually works, doesn't it? Is that not how you guys do?
Yes. No, not really, no.
That's how we do orientation.
No, I do recall her giving me dirty sheets when I was younger, though, so, you know.
You don't know when Maria was hired. She was hired at some
You
point.
said she was hired, like, while I was still there.
Yeah, while you were still there. So she had been working there for some time, probably looking over your dad. But it was like in your later years, like right around the time that you probably had your moment. But that's why she was also not very familiar. But also she's like, yeah, you work here, obviously.
Listen, I have bad ill will towards any of the staff that worked there before. Before we, offed my parents, so,
Alright. You should probably head back.
Listen, it's really traumatic killing your 3 brothers and then also your parents.
I only killed my mother.
Oh, you got the great end of the deal. I got to kill 5 people in my family.
I mean, after about 18 years of abuse, both verbally and physically, I just, dragged her body in a shed and let it on fire.
See, I didn't get the physical, but I did get the mental and emotional, and I got that for about 20, so I feel ya.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, it really was. It was really nice to just, like, kind of slit their throats one night. My parents, they're buried out under the rose bushes in the backyard.
That's why they're so bloody looking.
Yeah, that's why they're so, like, pretty deep bloody red. It's so nice. Oh my god.
There are 2 kinds of people. These roses are red because they're red. These roses are red because someone's buried there.
Yeah, maybe we should go back.
Do you have any other business in the black market?
I thought about buying drugs, but then I remembered I didn't have any money.
I have a bag of bliss still if you want it.
No, I was thinking more like subtle flower. But right now, I have all my money in trade bars, but because we're in Bastion, I can't really turn in trade bars, especially since we're here under other names. So I have to wait till we get back to the capital to trade in trade bars.
Right.
A reminder, Alia, you were just given documentation that proves that you are here under whatever name you wish.
Yeah, we can come back.
Yeah, we can go back.
That is fair. Y'all leave the black market?
Yep. I will tell Gareth if he wants to, he can read his freaking book. I'm in a decent mood, so if he wants to read his book, then...
I thought we were just going to wait till we got home and we were going to blaze through the last of them.
That's also probably the wise plan.
Let's head home so he can finish his book.
For Gareth,
Are we done,
though.
Bastion?
I mean, I am.
There's probably a couple things that you're going to do in Bastion before you leave, regarding your other team, but otherwise, you're pretty much done here, I think. That being said, Gareth, do you have anything to do, with the rest of your evening?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna roll this for next time.
Okay.
I wish to do a thingy.
Nope.
I wish to, using the crystal ball, I'm gonna try this. I don't expect it to work, but I'm gonna try to scrying Davish.
Davish?
Cool. Yes.
So,
What check is required?
Since well, it's gonna be a wisdom save, but since I have to be familiar with the person in order to
You're familiar
sending
with this
them.
person.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
You're
So
familiar with this person. You don't know why, but you are.
they have a -5 to their wisdom save.
Cool.
And it's DC.
Oh yeah, easy loss.
Oh, okay.
Even if they had a great roll, and yeah, they can't beat that.
Okay.
They got a 12, so even if they had a great wisdom, they failed.
Okay.
Because the DC is what? It's like a DC
17.
17. Oh, they got close, but they can't fail. Or they can't succeed rather. Yes. You gain an image of a royal estate. It seems that from your like camera's eyes perspective, that there are several people who are in cloaks of different colors all around. They seem to be surrounding a body that is placed in a small room off to the side, and one person in particular there who is a target of your interest with this view seems to be discussing with the various guards over the incident.
What is he saying? Because I can hear through this.
Yeah, they're discussing various things like what was seen, what was heard. There were people. One was a maid for some reason. A window was broken. He was brutally stabbed in a room. Another guy's dead in the other room. Yeah, I saw that. I was doing my best to try to figure everything out. I tried to chase them. I lost my weapon in the process, but I couldn't find them after I recovered it, etc., etc.
Wait, is he saying he lost his weapon, or is it
It's
one of the
the
random
people
guys?
it's the people that fought that chased us.
No, I want to know. Is the guy that Garrett's zoomed in on, is he the one who's like, yeah, I chased him and lost my weapon?
One of the people in the group of people. So he's talking to like all the knights, just like, okay, what happened here? What happened here? He's just part of that group where like things are being discussed. So these are the various things that are just being said out loud. Like you have the knight who is also just like, yeah, I was chasing them, but I fell over. I couldn't help it. I was the guy who I rang the bell. There's just various people talking about their experiences so that you hear all of this. So basically, you just heard about the exact assassination that you didn't go to.
What does he look like?
Which one?
Davish.
He has a black hair, a beard. It's hard to tell whether he's human or not. But he could be maybe half elf or elvish. You can't really see his ears because of his hair. And he's I don't think gaunt is the word. What is the definition of gaunt? Hold on. Just for my sake. No, he's not gaunt. He is just kind of slim, but sturdy looking, and definitely a caster because of his long black robes.
Are those the Magister's robes?
They seem to be. They're like black robes with a little bit of a gold garnish.
And what seems to be his general atmosphere?
Somewhere between like severe and spooky. Just like a strong presence in the room, but not very talkative in this particular instance, besides asking like a question now and then, to like uncomfortable.
Does he seem like he's like possibly like focused on other things? Because he got some pretty interesting news earlier in the day.
It's hard to say. But you can give me an insight check.
Okay. 24.
Yeah. You generally get the idea that he is, what's the word? Consumed by the recent events.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. You drop it. You done. Do you do anything else with your evening?
Don't think I have anything else to do with my evening.
That is fair. With that, then, we shall end it there. You did the diddle.
Did we level up?
Did we level up?
When was the last time you leveled up? I feel like it was recently.
We leveled up after...
Before the dragon.
No, we
Yeah,
leveled up right
after
after
the
the dragon.
After
Yeah.
the dragon, you do not level
So
up.
it was a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute, but you do not level up.
Why? Please? Pity, please?
What do I even? I get an ASI!
Not quite yet.
We had combat.
You did have combat. Messy, but
So
it
we
worked.
should level up.
2 of us had combat.
It's okay, Gareth is there in spirit with his giant token. It's fine. We can level up.
Yeah, that was messier than I expected it, but it worked out.
It's been months.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't have a session for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Shh.
The people would have been in that room no matter when you went in, even after Steiner went to bed. They would have always been awake, but they would have taken their armor off if you waited till later.
It was already late.
You went right after sunset. That's not when they were retiring.
You weirdos.
No, it's like...
Say that was a broken ass sleep schedule.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. now. What's up with us? 1 a.m. for you, but
Yeah,
still.
I work in the morning, don't I?
It's 4 a.m. Excuse you.
That being said, go ahead and say goodbye to stream.
Bye, stream!
Best,
I did it.